Hey everyone, welcome to the Fin Factor. I'm Paul.
And I'm Aaron.
And this is round one, game number 6. We are currently watching this live. We are 15 seconds behind on the stream right now, so what you're seeing is 15 seconds ahead of what we're reacting to. Just letting you guys know, there is 16 minutes exactly left right now in overtime, first overtime period. Hopefully there won't be another one, and the Sharks will come out of this victorious. But it is 1-1, and we are currently, again, watching. There's a TV right below the camera, so if you see my eyes drift down, that is why. It's been one crazy crazy game.
It's nerve-wracking to say the least.
I got to tell you, I was on the way over here, and all I had was the radio, and all I hear is Rusnowski, you know, and it gets in it. Oh, what a shot! And save by John. It's like it just you're killing me. My heart can't take this. So Martin Jones comes up with another big save there. Oh, yeah. My heart can't. I can't deal with it.
I was just saying, I love overtime hockey. I just don't love it when the Sharks are down in the series and the shot could end their season. This is the worst. So, yeah. It's exciting,
nerve-wracking.
Hopefully we get the win and you get our live reactions of us trying not to swear.
Yeah, one way.
On here, so
yeah, literally
either way, I guess. Either goal.
Yeah, 1 minute before we go live here, I got Aaron. Oh, by the way, shots on goal, they just flashed on the screen, 21-45 in favor of the Vegas Golden Knights. Also, faceoffs, we've been getting drilled on faceoffs tonight. Oh boy. Okay, come on.
Drills on every shot.
Yeah, I know you guys are like 15 seconds ahead of us, but we're reacting to what we see, and it's insane. So. But yeah, Rusnowski was killing me on the way over here. I was having a real rough time driving. Oh, please make that save. Good. Okay, Sharks breaking out. This is good.
Do our own play-by-play?
Yeah, I guess to start doing play-by-play. I don't know. This is all new to me. So
does everybody know what happens if there's a score?
If there's a goal, it's game over, and that means either the Sharks extend to Game 7 or the Vegas Golden Knights go on to round 2. So.
Sharks
goal here is
they look very tired.
Yeah, it sounded like they were very tired as well. They've been.
Granted, they're playing with 5 defensemen.
And 4 in some cases, because a lot of the times it sound like they were just playing with the 4 of them. But I don't think Ryan's had much time on ice at all.
I don't think he's played a shift in the third, and you're definitely not going to see him in overtime.
Ooh, Nyquist. Oh! Before he covers. Okay. And Nyquist right now playing on the 4th line, which is an interesting move. I guess he just wasn't playing well, and so they've put him down with, I shouldn't say down, but they put him with Barclay Goodrow and Melker Karlsson. And I heard them on the radio say that we shouldn't see this as a demotion for Nyquist. Nyquist needs to see this as an opportunity, a chance to play against, maybe some lesser competition on the line matchups, and a chance to shine. And right there, he just put the puck on net, really, but he was carrying it into right through the slot and, kind of uncontested. So did a pretty good job there.
High turnover. I almost don't want to watch. It's hard. I almost don't want to watch the comments because I don't know how far ahead they are compared to where we are. Because we're streaming.
We're 15 seconds, yeah. So,
but the stream for the actual game is a little slow.
Oh, okay.
Probably by 30, so it might even be. Oh, there's some Knights fans in here, but.
Oh, okay.
Hi, watching from Vegas. Come on, Sharks, get the puck on net. Is it over yet? Go Knights. About a minute ahead of you guys.
Oh, a minute ahead. Oh, boy. And our
feed just
froze. Yeah.
Oh, it's fine on my computer. It just...
Oh.
Let's do it again.
Push into the TV. Yeah. Okay. So like we said, we're in studio right now. This is new to us. So I'm not sure if... obviously, play-by-play is not going to really do anything unless somebody's watching that after the fact.
Right.
So, yeah.
I'm so scared right now.
We are a second screen experience right now.
A second screen experience?
Yeah.
What does
That's
that mean?
That's what they call it.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Super producer Jason knows all the lingo and the jargon here. What is that? Can you explain what that means?
So you're enjoying the game on one platform, radio or TV, and then you're enjoying us. And we thank you for coming on board. We got 26 people now.
Yeah. So that's what that means. Thank you. Yeah, you guys. I'm assuming you guys are actually watching the game and not just tuning into us. So yeah, 2 screens. Yeah. So yeah, if you have any comments and whatnot, no spoilers, please. But if you have any comments, things that you want us to kind of chat about while we're watching here, we'd happily take those.
That includes Game of Thrones. You'll get banned from the channel.
Oh, don't say Game of Thrones. Okay, yeah. Ooh, almost.
Yeah, no Game of Thrones spoilers. We're watching that after this is over. Well, we won't be streaming about it, unfortunately. There's too many other people doing that.
Oh, about Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
Yeah. I enjoy it, but I'm not.
Maybe we should just hashtag it so that we get.
Oh boy!
traffic.
Oh,
Whoa,
come on, Melker. Yeah. So.
Some people aren't watching the game right now, so they're just getting what your reaction.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're all I got right now, so you're my play-by-play. So Melker just kind of did a one-timer from Ovechkin's area.
Yeah.
Coming across
Carlson
from right to
Carlson.
left. Carlson to Carlson, that would have been a beaut. And
Swing and a miss.
He healed it,
Yeah.
and he missed it. Didn't even go on goal.
You know, that's a shame because I've said it before on a tweet during practice. Melker Carlson, I think, has one of the most underrated shots on the Sharks roster. His one-timer is actually really hard, and his wrist shot is actually ridiculously hard as well. The guy, he's got a lot of power behind his shots. So, man, one right there. And actually, somebody said, who do you got? It was Kurz who said on a tweet, who do you have for the game-winning goal? And everybody's saying their names in there, and then somebody puts Melker Carlson. And he says, so literally the least likely of all the Carlsons on the ice. You almost got one right there, so who knows?
That would have been awesome. Do you guys know about Butchergrass, John Butchergrass? He always does, for any overtime in playoff hockey in the NHL, you tweet him a game-winning goal prediction for both teams. So you send 2 players, one from each team. And then he selects random winners for who picks it right, and they get some swag from him or something. Nice. So I always see that pop up on my feed. So right now the play is in the Sharks zone, defensive zone. They're having a hard time getting it out.
Yeah, it sounds like they've been doing this for a while now. They're having a hard time getting the puck out of the zone, and when they do get the puck, they're tired and it doesn't seem like they want to do anything with the puck, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, we got about 11 and a half minutes left in the game right now. Or in the period, I'm sorry.
Yeah, from where we're watching, obviously, in terms of the stream and everything. So, again, you guys are ahead of us.
What happens if there's still no score after this overtime?
They will go into
another overtime.
Second overtime. They will keep doing that if anyone's not familiar with hockey. Oh,
Jumbo line.
Jumbo's got it behind the net. Looks like he's going to center it. Nope, shoots it on net.
Oh, my God, I thought it went in.
Yes. Okay, 3-on-2 looks like, and Vlasic is playing some pretty awesome defense. It sounded like Rusnowski had said this too. Apart from Jones, which is saying something. Apart from Jones, Vlasic being the best Sharks player on the ice tonight. Oh, don't call that.
No penalty.
Okay, good.
He got most of the puck.
Yeah, so. I think he got puck on that one. It looked like it might have been a tripping call on Burnsy there.
I'm sure Gallant's going to love that non-call.
Oh, yeah, of course. Now he's barking at him right now with his red tomato head. So, yeah, you're saying that Vlasic was the best Sharks player apart from Jones, which says a lot for Jones. I guess Jones has been coming up with a whole lot of really big saves, which is good to hear. It seems like he's in and on his game. Now, when you take a look at the heat map, the shots heat map, Kevin Kurz was talking about the Sharks being outshot. I think it was like 15-25 or something to that effect.
Oh, you just missed it.
But on that heat map where the Sharks were getting outshot, you could see a lot of the shots that Vegas was taking was on the outside, right? The one that was a goal was kind of like right in front of the net, and they had quite a few shots that were right in front of the net there. Maybe I think they said like 3 or 4, whatever it was in terms of that heat map. But there were lots of green that around the outside, so basically like one shot here, one shot there, all around the perimeter. So the Sharks were doing a really good job of keeping the shots to the outside. So it's more like a quality over quantity kind of thing, right? And even though we're getting outshot, or at the time we were, I'm not sure what the shots are right now, but it was not very high quality shots. So.
Earl's line's on right now, and they just had some good offensive zone, but now they're coming back the other way. Oh, they stopped it. Get it out
of the zone. No. Okay, good. Oh, jeez.
Still didn't get it out.
Yeah, at least. Oh, no. Oh, what a save.
Oh, good save by
Jones. With a save. Trying not to swear.
All right. I'm sweating like a hog right now. Everyone's sweating like a hog right now. That's what their comments are saying. I missed the game so far. How are the Sharks playing?
They look okay. They look like they're exhausted, I think, is really what it comes down to. They're spending a lot of time in their zone. They're having a real hard time controlling the puck. They're able to get it up and out the zone after a little bit of zone time for the Vegas Golden Knights. But at least it looks like most of their scoring opportunities aren't coming off of chances where they're actually holding on and possessing. It looks like they're coming off of rushes and strikes. So I think that maybe it's kind of caught up with them, especially the defensive core. Sounded like Burnsy's legs were kind of wobbly a little bit, and obviously Erik Karlsson not being 100% kind of hurts. And his injury being of the in the lower body region, him having a rough time really getting those nice long powerful strides and good long turns, or sharp turns rather. So it's affecting especially the blue line, I think, right now with the amount of ice time that they're getting. So
yeah, fun fact: in overtime there are no commercial breaks. So they do take a break to scrape the ice, but you notice there's no commercials.
Interesting.
So the breaks are just a little bit shorter. It's probably still about around 2 minutes, but it's not exactly 2 minutes. They scrape the ice. They do a hard scrape with just the shovels, and get the snow off and keep going. So there are no commercial breaks. Keeps the crowd engaged, I think. I mean, look at how crazy it is right now in Vegas.
Well, even with the commercial break, they'd be doing this. It's just that we wouldn't be seeing it on TV, right?
Yeah.
So
I suppose.
You suppose correctly.
Just a different feel. It doesn't cut away. More intense.
It definitely is. Yeah, for the viewing audience, it's definitely more intense.
It looks like a Vegas nightclub.
It does look like
a Vegas nightclub.
Are you mic'd up, Jake? Can they hear you?
Yeah.
And speaking of club, actually, EASHL, the Fin Factors EASHL club, we played a little bit more the other night, and so I guess they had 2 games that they played and went 0-2. Then I jumped in and we lost that game as well, but it was tight. And then we played one more game and we won it. And actually, it was a 1-0 win.
So is that a 1-3?
It was
record?
1-3 record now. So we have 2 points out of a needed 6 to move up to Division 9, which is cool.
How many more games left to play?
So I think it's 10 that you have in total games before they reset your counter.
Yeah.
So we have 6 more games that we can play to get 2 wins. So if you'd like to be a part of that or help that out, would greatly appreciate it. Feel free to bring your friends. Let them know that that's what we're doing. And you guys just go ahead and jump on there and play. You don't need to have us in there as well. You can just go ahead and do it. Ooh, sails wide. So, yeah, check that out. It was a lot of fun. I had a great time. Couture on net.
No, that defenseman wasn't there. It's a wide open chance
Get
on the
back,
breakaway.
Please get back.
Vegas Knights have cheerleaders in the stands.
Yes, they do. He's holding onto his stick. Don't you dare call that.
The refs aren't calling anything.
Yeah, the refs want to call anything right now. Yeah, I don't know who that was, but it looked like he was holding on to who it was that was holding on to Pavelski's onto a stick and fell down while he was holding a stick. Oh, get it out.
Jeez. Chipped it out to center.
My heart can't take this, guys.
Oh, Sorensen almost got that. Oh boy.
No, pass cross. There it is.
Nice. Carlson got that with the skates.
Save. But see, we just keep giving it back to him right now. You can tell they're not interested in controlling the puck right now. They're just interested in getting it out.
They're trying not to get
scored on, as opposed to really be a threat out there on the ice. So it's
Sharks are getting pinned in their zone, and they're trying not to ice it. Here they go. Now Thornton's got it out.
Yeah, but even then, again, another
turnover at half.
Yeah, I mean, he gets it out of the zone, but he's getting it to players that aren't in your in your colors.
Now, it is the long change because they switch sides, so that's going to be even harder. So it's like they're playing in the second period. And for those that don't understand what I'm talking about, the long change, the players, after each period, they switch sides of the ice. So normally when you start the game, your bench is on your side of your defensive zone. When you get pinned in your zone, you can still get changes out even if you get the puck out at least past the blue line. When it's the opposite way, your bench is on the far end, so if you get pinned in your zone, you can't switch out any guys at all, and that's what it's like right now in overtime. So it's the same in the second period. It's the same in overtime during the regular season, but it's different because it's a 3-on-3 and it's only 5 minutes long.
Yeah.
So you're going to see if the Sharks ever get the puck into the Vegas zone and control it for a while, you'll see hopefully some domination there and tilt the ice and get a good chance. So
no. Yes, no.
Now it's in the neutral zone. They're just kind of fighting over where to go.
Paul,
Sharks
do you need some anti-acid?
I need more than anti-acid, buddy.
Happy Easter, by the way.
I need anxiety medication.
It's Easter.
Easter Sunday. Happy Easter. I think Randy made the joke. It's at 4 p.m. on Easter, not 4 p.m. Eastern.
Right.
Good one, Randy. I guess also Randy had said there was Gordon Ramsay, the world-renowned chef, was in the audience, along with Lil Jon. And
naturally.
Yeah, naturally, right? Match made in heaven, those two. So I guess Gordon was sitting there, and Lil Jon's like standing right next to him. He's like jumping and pumping in the crowd and stuff. And Randy says, so there's Gordon there, and I guess he told Lil Jon that he was going to make him dinner or a nice dinner or whatever afterwards. And Lil Jon said, yeah. The way he said it, though, it was so cringy. Like, even NBCSN, like, tweeted out, like, oh, boy, Randy. Yeah, it was really funny. But, yeah, just a funny moment by Randy there. Oh, please, no. Yeah, no, I'm stressed. I'm really stressed right now.
Resurrect the Sharks like Jesus.
Yeah.
Stevenson, nice.
How are you guys handling this right now? I mean, the guys that can't watch the game, I mean, there's if you will indulge, being able to, download an app or something, the 98.5 KFox app. It's the radio station that plays
The local.
the local music and everything else. And if you pull up the app right now and you have them playing, you should at least hear Dan Rusanowski. So you may want to go check that app out just to get the local radio station over here on your phone, and then you'll be able to hear the Sharks game at least that way. So as opposed to trying to hear us just going, ah! So go ahead and give that a go. No.
Bastian Kraus, greetings from Germany at 4:15 a.m. The next minutes will make or
Wow.
break my Easter Monday.
Oh, wow.
Thanks for tuning in all the way
Yeah.
from Germany. Wow, that's
Appreciate
very early
that.
morning. So were you watching the game the whole time, or did you just wake up? Just curious. Yeah, that's incredible. I had to hockey highlights. I had to put you on timeout. I don't know who you are, but you were just typing A over and over and over.
A?
Yeah, I think they're just spamming. So put them on timeout.
Okay.
You go sit in the corner.
Yeah, I mean, even if if you're a Vegas fan or whatever, as long as you're being
Offside.
as long as you're being cordial and everything in there, we don't mind. You guys are more than welcome to pop in and say hello. And
Luck Frog 82. I'm calling in sick tomorrow to get my heart palpitations from tonight checked out.
Yeah.
Every shot on goal is like, not even on goal. Any shot. Anytime the puck leaves the stick, it's like, oh boy.
For me, it's any
turnover.
zone entry. Yeah, it's Nice,
That one
good
got
job,
sailed
Ramsey.
up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
we got
just
38 on right now. This is intense.
Yeah,
This is just...
I'm sorry that there's we're kind of in the middle of watching this as well, so it's kind of difficult to provide any content for you guys right now.
Yeah, we may have to
Little
edit this
distracted.
for the podcast version.
Yeah, I think we probably will. We'll start maybe after the game's over with
Right.
the podcast, folks. So, yeah, I don't know.
Hopefully they finish it in
Sharks getting the
overtime.
puck in the.
There we go.
Oh, there's Pavs.
Oh,
gosh.
nice tip.
Yeah, Carlson fired it on net there. Timo in front of the net, working
Looks
along
like
the
the
boards
lines
now.
are getting blended up a little.
Yeah.
Jumbo's off the ice now.
Well, that was Couture, I think. I'm not sure. There's a 9 on the jersey. Sharks with possession in their zone. Finally, hopefully we make a nice little breakout here because it's been us just battling in our zone pretty much the entire overtime so far.
Carlson, man, he does not look like he's skating 100%.
He's definitely not.
He could not run that guy right there.
Yeah. I mean, I'm looking for, the guy with the puck right now, Tomas Hertl.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm looking for him to have a nice
I want
little...
to see Kane do something here.
Oh, almost.
He almost
Is
did.
that Donskoy or... No,
In
that was...
front?
Pass threw it over to Donskoy, I think is what that was. Or is that Kane? Yeah, it's Kane, sorry. I have glasses. So.
They're obviously not working.
Well, they're working a lot better than when I don't have glasses. Kane driving the net, baby.
Dad shoes and dad glasses.
You got it, dude.
Are they
Is there such a
bifocals?
thing as dad glasses? I don't know.
Bifocals.
Bifocals? That's like Benjamin Franklin. It's not dad stuff. Ooh. Almost. Good try there by Hertl. Oh, my gosh.
I can't breathe right now.
Yeah, I know. It's rough. So give us some more comments or questions or anything that's not spoiling the game. That'd be great.
Ryan Davis, Sharks fan from Wisconsin. Mad I can't watch it.
Explain where we're at in the game now.
You can't watch it?
We are... Oh, it's kind of freezing a little. 4:40 left in the first overtime.
Still
Sharks
1-1,
have gotten... They're sustaining pressure now in the Vegas zone, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
So Vegas looks a little tired. They can't really get the puck out, and the Sharks are still keeping it in, getting a cycle going.
There's that fourth line with
Here we
Nyquist
go.
on it now. Here's
Jumbo's on the
Jumbo.
line. He's got the puck. He's circling at the top of the zone, coming back in down low. He's really driving. You can tell he's trying to get it to the goal.
He's chugging.
Now the Banks got
big
it off
man.
the boards, and he lost it, and it's going back. Now they're going to get the change. Or are they going to ice it? Nope. No icing. Oh, Pickle just gave it over in the zone. Trying to give it to Braun. Puck's
Okay,
up
good.
front. Sharks get it out.
Cleared the zone. Good job. Yeah, this long change is kind of rough.
Any idea on what the record is for the most overtime period in a playoffs? It's at least 3, maybe 4.
No, Sharks is 4. I think
not
it's,
for Sharks. But
yeah, I think it's like 6 or I think it's 6 or 7.
Let's take a look.
Yeah.
1936. Come on.
Brett thinks it's 9.
Is it 9, really?
8 overtimes.
I remember, I don't know if it was... Oh! Almost. Oh, Couture almost had it. Oh! Put it in. Put it in. Put it in. Oh,
dude,
you're
that's
killing
gotta be
me.
a penalty shot. That guy covered. Ah!
You're killing me. Oh, man. So, sorry, there was a full-on, like...
There we go. 1936. It was 116 minutes and 30 seconds.
Oh, no, please
that was
don't.
Detroit
Please
versus the
don't.
Montreal
Not after
Maroons.
that. Please don't. No.
Save, Jones.
Oh.
Shut the 5-hole. She's been giving up a lot.
Oh!
Really
Donskoy
bad
just
hit.
got run over in the head. That looked like a dirty hit.
Yeah. Oh, he's
dirty
up, though.
head hit. Wow.
He's
Donskoy always
not
takes
moving very
those.
fast, but he's back up at least.
All right, now they get the puck out.
Oh my goodness.
That was
wow.
dirty.
Yeah, that was a little high. I don't know about
Donskoy
that
just
one.
got wrecked. That's what someone just said.
Oh man.
All right.
Yeah, I hope he's okay. I mean, that's head.
That seemed dirty. He's still on the ice, isn't he?
Donskoy? No, that's
it's
Goody.
Gaudreau.
That's Goody. Yeah. No, that's got to be a concussion protocol thing right there because that was up top. Man. Well, there's 2 minutes left in overtime, so here come the Sharks. Nope, never mind.
They dump it in. Fleury's got the puck behind the net, and that's not
Gus
going
almost,
after it.
almost got it from him there. Okay, cover the puck. Don't get called for too many men, please. They're in the middle of a change, and we had the puck on the boards there, so it's kind of nerve-wracking. Everything's nerve-wracking right now for me.
This is the kind of overtime game because it could be a series clincher. The refs are only going to call the stuff that they have to call, which is high sticking, delay of game. And if there's a really good goal-scoring chance and they get hooked or something and it's definitely a penalty and it stops a goal, they'll call that. That's about it.
They're probably going to show a replay on that hit right now.
Well, here's the chance first.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Oh,
wow.
Whoa, that looked like it was saved on the line.
Yeah, it looked like that
was Meyer. Timo Meyer.
Maryland, somebody else sandwiched it. Oh, my goodness.
That was a good save. And here comes the hit, if they show it.
Yeah, right here. Head up. Boom! Oh, my goodness.
I guess it
McNabb.
wasn't dirty. Eesh.
Yeah, the first time around it looked like it was a headshot. I don't know.
Oh, they're reviewing the goal. The possible goal for the Sharks.
Oh. Okay, real quick. Shots on goal, 50-26 in favor of Vegas.
You know, going from that view, that replay, it looked like the puck kind of came in and they kicked it out.
I don't know. We'll see.
The defenseman.
So they're I guess
See,
on
this
the phone
is
with maybe
this
Toronto
is
right
exactly
now,
what I tweeted out.
the dirtiest
I want to
goal.
see the dirtiest, ugliest,
most controversial,
controversial goal ever for the Sharks to win. That's what I want. I hope they call this a goal and then Vegas goes, what?
What would their coach do?
Gallant's head, his tomato
melt.
would just explode. Look at him there. He's on right now.
What?
He looks like a blue coat from...
Oh, yeah, he
the arena.
does. That's great. Well
It's
done.
cute.
Well done, Gerard.
All right, let's see. Here
Okay,
it
let's
is.
see it.
This
Puck.
right.
Oh, you can't see it. Nah, I don't think so. That's cute, the sprawling angel he's got going on
doing
there,
the
though.
snow.
So
Yeah.
overhead shot is inconclusive.
Yeah, well, especially
I
if
don't
they're
think
wearing
they're in.
black, so it's hard to see where the puck is. Yeah, puck drop, so that replay's over. Oh, gosh. Okay,
A lot of
good.
Go Knights go on our
Good
comments.
game.
Oh, really? A lot of Go Knights go? Hey, man, you guys are playing real well. I mean, there's nothing to say about that. It's been a tight game, you know? Definitely all over us right now. I mean, like we just said with the shot count 50-26 at the time that we saw it there, so...
RES Foot. Hi, everyone. Hi, all. How is everyone? Oh, we're just peachy. We're great.
Oh, no.
We're,
Our stomachs are in knots.
our
Yeah,
stomachs are
yeah.
nuts.
Part of that has to do with me trying to get Jack in the Box run in right before.
So gross.
I
So
know,
dirty.
Hey, man, it's down the street and it's fast. 50 seconds left in the first overtime period. Hopefully we make it out of this. Oh, it's up and over. So
Yeah,
stop
that's
it
not a
from play.
penalty.
No, it's not in the defensive zone. So probably wouldn't have been a penalty anyway. But yeah, McNabb with a gigantic hit on Donskoy there. So still wouldn't be surprised if they're checking his head on that one. He's taking inventory right now, I think.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people confused if we're a shark show.
Do you
want to tell them what we're about?
Yeah, we are a Shark. I mean, those people must be Vegas Golden Knight fans, I guess. Yeah, so yeah, we are a Shark show. We're a podcast as well as a web series. Normally, we're not doing lives like this for every game. Normally, what we're doing is we're shooting a recorded show that goes for about 40 minutes or so, and it's a look at the week in review, if you will, of Sharks games, how they've done over that course of that week, what the record was, things that we saw, things that stood out, whatever the case may be. So that's just us. We're rooted and based in San Jose, born and raised out here. So obviously that's why we're Sharks fans. But yeah, that's kind of our whole premise is not to be analysts for the entire NHL. We just basically kind of take a look at the Sharks and we talk about them as fans. We don't pretend to be something we're not. We're not journalists. We're not analysts. We're just fans, just like you guys probably are as well. And so that's kind of what the show's been all about, and it's been a whole lot of fun. We started this just this off season actually. So to have grown as large as we have, for me, it's been a really impressive thing to watch.
Yeah.
I've never done anything like this. I have no background in front of a camera or
it's not true.
Okay, fair enough. We did lots of by the way, the first overtime just ended, so we'll be doing this for quite a bit longer, it seems.
Yeah.
But yeah, Aaron and I, we've known each other since kindergarten, and in high school we did some Spanish videos together. It was either that or in front of the class live doing speaking Spanish, and we wanted to cheat, so we were able to do on camera there. And who was our cameraman and our editor?
Our producer here.
Super producer Jason was the guy. So yeah, I know we've.
That's what we were recording on VHS back then.
Yeah,
not digital, so it was a lot more complicated.
Much more complicated. Yeah. So that's kind of how we got started doing all this stuff on camera, me and him. It's not like something that's where we started and we've been doing it ever since. And then this show, it's just kind of that's the one experience that we'd had. Doing things like that. So
yeah, we do have a lot of Vegas fans. All right, let's do a roll call. Where are you watching from, and how did you find out about us?
Where are you watching from? How did you find out about us? And then just let us know just put SJS or VGK so that we know which side you're on. Again, there's really no hate for Vegas fans here right now, at least. Some of you guys have been rather obnoxious, just like some of the San Jose fans have been rather obnoxious. I know we've had traded stories on Twitter about who's being rude to who, and we would never do that in our barn, and it always happens. So, but at least here, it's just kind of like a place where we can just try to be cordial with each other. So let's stick to that. Thank you. What's up? You're laughing.
The bald guy is hot.
Whoa!
In all caps. And then Jason said, DeBoer or Aaron? Definitely not Aaron. It's definitely DeBoer. What high school did you guys go to? We went to Bellarmine.
Yeah, Bellarmine. A lot of fun. It was kind of like going to just hanging out with your buddies all day long. For those who don't know, Bellarmine is a college prep. It's an all-boys school. So obviously there's jokes to be made about that. But no, really, it was kind of one of those things where you go into class and you don't really second guess what you say.
Yeah.
Because there's no female judgment there, which is kind of a fun thing when you're that young, right? So it was kind of cool.
Brett Azevedo, watching from Westeros, found you guys through Braun. Thanks, Braun.
Hey, Braun or Bran?
Bran.
Yeah,
sorry.
Bran. Okay, yeah.
Was The Last Jedi a masterpiece?
Was The Last Jedi a masterpiece?
We're going to go off the rails on the show.
I
know it.
So.
Watching from my favorite chair in San Ramon. Go Sharks.
Good.
San Jose Sharks. I know you fools. Luckfrog82. I don't know who that is.
That Luck Frog, that's Adam.
Oh, Adam.
Yeah, Luck Frog.
Houston, Texas. You guys popped up on my feed in San Jose.
Nice.
Sharks. East Side, San Jose. Bristol, England. Spotify searching for other people who love the Sharks.
Nice.
Thank you, Sam Stevens. Watching, just for that one. Hello from Columbus, Ohio. Come on, Sharks.
Columbus, Ohio. Wow.
Way to take out the lightning.
Congrats on that one. If you happen to be a CBJ fan, even if you're not, that's a pretty cool thing for your side of the your city there. So yeah, good stuff.
Let's see, where was I? Sacramento, but born in San Jose. That's Sarah. Sweden, it's 4:30 a.m. I've been up all night again. Totally worth it. Jens, thanks again for
Thanks, buddy.
for tuning in. Nice sweep, Columbus. What high school did you guys go to? Go Bells.
Yeah, Bellarmine, yeah.
Sacramento offended you guys during an EK65 business. Also had the primary assist on that 1-0 win last night. Yep, he did.
Hey, right on. Who's that?
Bradley Hines.
Bradley. Oh yeah. Okay, cool. It's brad _ series of numbers. But yeah, that was awesome. Basically, what happened was I got the puck at the point. I don't know if it was off a face-off maybe, but I got the puck at the point.
You playing as a defenseman?
Yeah, I played lefty.
Of course you did.
Why?
Because you do in real life. You play.
No. I don't play as a defenseman anymore. I play as a forward. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Not in real life. I play as a forward. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So, but I used to play a lot as a defenseman, and then in game I play as a defenseman mainly because I'm not very good. So I try to do the best I can to just break up plays, which seem to work out okay.
Just pass it on to the forwards.
Well, and then I play as a right-handed defenseman on the left-hand side because when you're on the right-hand face-off circle and they win the puck back to you, you can one-time it, and oftentimes that has a really good chance of going in. Also, when I don't know if you guys know this, but in NHL 19, when you're cutting across towards the middle and you shoot it short side, the goaltender starts to slide more towards the middle and it opens up that short side part of the net, and that's kind of like not like a glitch goal, but it's like the cheesy way to kind of score, right?
Jeez.
So that's essentially what I did from like the blue line, though.
Yeah.
I walked in and I saw the goalie move just a bit, and before I made it to the center, I fired it back off the post, and it just went in. We won 1-0. So it was really cool. We went from level 2 to level 4 in that one game because of all the points that we got from having a shutout, from playing a full sixes, from doing all this other stuff. So if you're not checking out EASHL on PS4 for the Fin Factor and you want to join in, again, it's open to the public. You can go in there and just play. Admittedly, the thing that I really just want to do is get all of the points and stuff to make the arena look cool and upgrade it, and that's really all I want to do. If you guys who are in the league right now, go ahead and check. We've got the logo on our jersey now, which there was no logo before. We've upgraded, so now we have that, which is nice.
I saw the picture.
Yeah, you know what it is? It's a chicken laying a puck instead of an egg. So
for Joe Thornton?
Maybe.
I laugh when I saw it.
So and the play-by-play name used to be Rookies. I changed it to Chickens, but I think there's one called the Shuttlecocks, and I think I might switch it to the Shuttlecocks instead.
That sounds...
Which is cool.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Driving in the backseat in Vegas and wanted to know the score, and you guys showed up on YouTube. That's where we're getting all our Vegas fans. These Vegas fans. It's going to second over. Is it going to be second overtime? Yes. It is.
Yeah.
Last Jedi was mediocre. Australia Sharks and following the game on lines. It's not on Foxtel down here.
Foxtail. What's Foxtail?
Foxtel.
Oh, Foxtel.
The channel down there in Australia. No distractions in class with no girls. 100% attention to studies. Yep. Bellarmine. He's talking about Bellarmine. Let's go Sharks. Paint the world teal from Ottawa. Been following Sharks since the EK trade.
Okay, sure.
Let's go Vikings. Me too, Jens.
Vikings?
4:30. Let's go Sharks. Hey, tell us about the hard hit that just happened.
Yeah.
Hurdle chipped it up. Hurdle goes in the corner on the defensive zone.
Chips up the boards.
Chipped up the boards. Donskoy kind of gets it, looking back behind him, turns, and I don't even think he got around all the way. And McNabb.
The second he looked up, McNabb made him look down.
He dropped his shoulder right into his
It was
chest.
hard to see. I don't know if we can get maybe a replay on that, but it was hard to see where the hit really was. In real time, it looked like he basically took his head off. But it might have hit him in the chest. I don't know. I mean, I'm not trying to be biased on hey, we're Sharks fans, so obviously he hit him in the head.
Yeah.
But that's what it looked like at first. I think seeing a replay, and we saw one replay, and it didn't really look like he did hit him square in the head. So. Maybe his head just bounced. Who knows? Either way, when you're absorbing a hit like that and your noggin's flying around, you might want to get that checked out. So hopefully Jonas is okay.
Yep. Sharks for life. Just moved to Sacramento from Morgan Hill. From Chatham, Ontario. Who's your pick for overtime, if I missed it? You mean as in the team?
Oh,
I'm gonna say Sharks.
Who's your pick to score the goal? Yeah, either team.
I'm going to say LeBanc because he's had a couple chances now that he should have buried, and I think if he gets the next one, he's going to do it.
I'm going to go way out on a limb, and I'm going to say Nyquist because he's playing on that fourth line right now, and if he gets an opportunity up against Vegas's fourth line, he's got a little more skill. He doesn't really belong there, so hopefully he can deke out a few guys and show us why we signed him. So.
Jones has 50-something save. He's the only one that showed up in the third. From Peterborough, Ontario. Love your show. Thank you.
Oh, wow.
Car75.
Petersboro. The Petes are out there.
Peterborough Petes.
Yeah, I think.
A lot of Vegas. Lightning were a joke. How much more time for the second overtime to start? Probably looks like soon. Probably one more commercial break and then coming back. And it keeps jumping on me. Sorry.
7:35 right now.
Donskoy almost died. Maple Leafs versus Bruins going to be another Game 7.
Yeah, that one. That's going to be
end?
interesting.
Did Bruins win?
Game 7, yeah.
Yeah, they're going to Game 7. Let's see. Second overtime. Marshall Sholl got dropped by Jumbo Joe. I missed that one.
Oh, really? I didn't see that.
Tuesday, I'm going to take some water and chips and watching Toronto versus Boston.
Water and chips?
I'm taking some water and chips and watching Toronto versus Boston. I don't know. A lot of Sharks in here. Go Sharks. There's a lot of Vegas fans in here tonight. It's kind of weird.
How many concurrent do we have right now?
99.
Wow.
Yeah. I've been here since the Oakland Seals. Wow. You're old school, man. That's going way back.
Jeez.
Danny Garcia, anyone know why the game is blocked in Vegas?
It is?
That's odd.
It's nationally televised.
It should be nationally.
You should have a local feed, too.
You should have your local feed. If you're trying to find the national broadcast, because Vegas and the Sharks are the local teams, they should only be on the local feed. I don't think.
So actually, that's not quite correct, because I was watching it and I was listening to Mike Johnson.
Right.
The incomparable and infallible Mike Johnson. I was listening to that feed, and I'm going, already I can't stand the way these guys are doing this. And Aaron says, well, we're watching Randy, and I go, oh, and I changed channels from 723 on Xfinity to 721, and there's Randy. So we were getting both streams, at least through Xfinity. So you might want to just check with your cable provider and see. Listen to me. Check with your cable provider.
Yeah, right.
And just see where it is. It's got to be out there. I cannot imagine that they're not putting that out to everybody.
Here's a good question. Nicholas Torella. While we're waiting, you guys have any tips for young goalies?
Tips for young goalies? Wow.
You take that one.
In terms of actual positioning and that kind of stuff?
Just in general.
Okay, so like in general, I would say when you say young, I don't know if you're 14 and you've already had training and coaching, or if you're young, like I've never played goalie before and I'd like to try. If it's the latter, then I would say when you're, first of all, with your pads, and you guys who are goalies can correct me if I'm wrong, but you want to strap them tight around the ankles, but really loose as you start going up. They get looser when you strap them as you go up, and the reason for that is you want to be able to turn your feet and make the pads flare out. If they're tight around your thighs, when you do that, the pads aren't going to flare out, and it's going to be really hard to make that happen. I've always thought in my head that all goaltenders just had like Gumby knees and legs, and that their legs actually like flared out when they did the butterfly, but no, it's actually their legs are their knees are down, their feet are pointing down, but their toes are pointed out to make the pads actually block, right? So there's that. Also, angles. When the puck is off to the right, you want to be more off to the right, obviously. When the puck goes over to the left-hand side, you want to be more over to the left. And when when the puck is really far away, come out of your crease more to cut down the angle. When the puck's in close, sink back a little bit more so that you're basically not going to get walked around and burned. So, those are kind of like the real basics of it. I'm sure a lot of people that are actually playing the sport would say a lot more than that. This is me. Obviously, I don't play goalie.
Don't listen to Paul. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Really?
No, I'm kidding.
Okay. I would half believe him because I've never played goalie before, but I've certainly I've watched enough of it. I've talked with my own goaltenders in terms of where they need to be, and it's just one of those things where you start getting a feel for where you need to be based on where the puck is. And really angles and depth in net is kind of the big thing to be concerned with. Also, make sure that you have your glove up. You don't want to have your glove down like this and ready to make a save. You want your glove up like that. And what I've always heard too is when there's a shot that's coming at it, you don't want to just kind of like lean back and grab. You kind of want to lunge and grab. Yeah, you want to attack the puck. So there's that. Anytime you get the opportunity to put that puck in the corner off of a shot, especially on the blocker side or off of your stick, let it go to the corner as opposed to kicking it out. I don't know if there's anything else really to say about it, but yeah.
Here's fun. They were talking about the Golden Seals.
Yeah.
The Oakland Golden Seals. Golden Seals became the Cleveland Barons, then merged with the Minnesota North Stars, and then the Gunn family started the Sharks in San Jose, and the North Stars moved to Dallas to become the Stars. Little history for you guys. Paul has Nyquist on the brain.
I do. I really do. I want to see, because you must have seen the tweet that I had at the beginning of the game. But I really want to see him break out today. I want to see him, get on the scoreboard, and what better time to do it right now than double overtime,
When the Sharks score, can you show the goal? Unfortunately, we cannot because we don't have the copyright to the broadcast feed. So what you can probably do is, if you have Twitter, go on Twitter and look at the Sharks feed.
Yeah.
They'll post something. They usually, a minute or two afterwards, it'll be up there.
They'll show like
everywhere.
an animated GIF of it, and you'll see kind of how it all broke down.
Yep. I've actually liked Mike Johnson's commentary so far from Jason Hillier.
That's fair enough. I mean, he's for some people. When you get used to hearing, certain guys, maybe that's part of it. For me, I'm used to hearing Randy. I'm not really used to hearing Dan, but when I hear Dan when I'm listening on the radio, obviously I'm listening to Dan. I don't listen to anybody else. So,
do you have any tips to get me through the second overtime? Breathe.
Oh yeah,
Breathe.
Deep breaths. I can't say try to stay calm because I would be hypocritical if I said that. So
some people answered. My tip is to drink beer. Someone else said drink Jameson.
Ooh, there you go. Just numb the pain.
Also, don't be afraid of the puck.
Yes. Do not be afraid of the puck. Absolutely. You have all that gear on for a specific reason. In fact, I would say Mighty Ducks, and they strapped him to the goal. Goldberg, the goalie, right? They were just ripping shots at this guy, and they forced him to basically sit there and feel it and take it. Kind of like the Happy Gilmore situation when he goes into the batting cage and just takes, balls to the chest. Don't be afraid. Yeah, absolutely, don't be afraid of the puck.
Someone knows my trigger. Should have been Bobrovsky.
Yeah, you know what? Let's at least say
talking
this.
about Martin Jones and saying why hasn't he been playing like this all series?
Yeah, let's at least say this, okay? Tonight, if they lose, it is not on Martin Jones. He has made a ridiculous amount of saves. He's been standing tall in the net, and they've actually done a very good job defensively of keeping the play to the outside for the most part.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, we're up to 95 now, and the Sharks looks like they're about to start the second period. Second overtime. We are watching live right now, but we cannot show you.
But we are a good
someone else said
behind.
the Sharks Instagram also has the goals as well. It's a good place to go find it. Can you shout out to my friend Nick Gers? Hi, Nick. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right.
Gers?
Gers. G-E-R-Z.
Gers.
What up, Nick?
Hello, Nick, and thank you for tuning in if you are tuning in. Otherwise, your friend's tuning in instead.
Yep.
That's my
Where can we watch the game live? If you have any...
Vegas.
That's true. It's in Vegas. If you have any cable service, I believe you can go to the NBC Sports. If you're not in Vegas, you're not in San Jose, you can go to the NBC Sports page, NBC Sports homepage. And you should be able to log in with your credentials that you have for whatever service you have, your service provider. They just want to make sure that you have the rights or you own the rights.
Be it AT&T or Xfinity or whatever else, yeah.
Yeah. And then you should be able to stream it. That's how we're doing it from here.
Although funny, I had it on my phone and I was here. I was actually in studio before super producer Jason or Aaron got here, and there's a break. Never mind. And before I had the opportunity to get on the TV here because they have the laptop, I was listening on my phone because I couldn't seem to pull it up through either the Xfinity Stream app or the My Teams app or the NBC Sports app. Like all of them were telling me, oh no, you have to be on your in-home Wi-Fi.
Oh.
Or I turned the Wi-Fi off and I went and used cellular, and it was like, okay, cool, you can use your cellular, and then it said coverage not available at this time or something like that. So I don't know what the deal was, but it seems to be working if you have a laptop and you're going through their website. So
you can also find it somewhere on Reddit. I'm sure Reddit has everything.
Yeah,
someone will have a link there.
Right. In fact, if somebody does have a link, maybe should they put it?
Someone wrote NHL Reddit streams.
Okay, there you go.
I'm not going to say what it is, so you can. That's as far as I'll give you.
Okay.
So if you want to look, you can look. Jones just got slashed in the neck. I missed that.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
That's awful.
Oh, Jones with another save. Oh, hey, back off.
There it is.
Buddy.
They're ahead of us. You see that?
Okay.
Let me make sure that we are live on our feed.
Here we are. Oh, maybe we're not. I see a little black line there.
Yeah, that's what I was going to check. Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
It's as live as we'll be.
Oh, yeah.
Burns' stick, though.
No, it was Pacioretty's, but it was because Burns was pushing him back.
They're like laughing at each other and telling each
other.
other.
Right in each other's faces. Boy. Yeah. So yeah, like we said, double overtime right now. It's 18:37 left in the second double overtime. So we'll see how this goes. Faceoffs 53-35 in favor of Vegas Golden Knights. That is something that the Sharks really need to work on. They've been doing pretty good in faceoffs for the series, I think. Yep. But in tonight's game, in a game where you'd really like to be able to start with the puck, they've just not been getting it done. And
the Biscuit 95 asked,
okay.
Do you still keep playing overtime periods until someone scores?
Yes.
There's no shootout, correct?
There is
correct.
no shootout.
It's full 5-on-5, 20-minute period, overtime, first goal wins. And they keep playing. What you just saw, they'll take a break and they'll switch sides. So right now they don't have the long change.
Right. So
and if you don't know what I'm talking about,
this yeah,
I already explained it earlier.
Yeah. So basically, the bench is on the same side that they take the face off on, right? Oh boy, 1-on-1 tuck with. Okay, going wide.
Las Vegas deserves the cup.
Deserves?
Nobody deserves the cup.
Yeah, I don't know about deserves. Yeah, explain using the word deserves to me before we say anything else about that. What makes you say deserves? Because for a team that's been in existence for 2 years,
for a team that if they were in the Eastern Conference, they wouldn't have made playoffs this year.
Okay, fair.
I don't think they deserve anything.
Yeah. But I'm just curious on using the word deserves. Maybe that they're certainly capable of winning the cup, but I don't know about deserves. Yeah.
Guys, my daughter, shout out Riley. Hi, Riley.
Hey, Riley. Hopefully you're watching.
Yep.
That'd be great.
Happy Easter. Happy Easter, everyone. Also, just a reminder to keep it cordial in the comments, please. We're starting to see a bunch of people go back and forth, probably because there's a lot of Vegas fans.
Yeah.
Not blaming the Vegas fans, it's just because there's a lot of both teams now.
Shoot it! Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's the one thing we really want to make sure that everyone's being kind in the comments. You can root for your team, and that's cool, but let's not do the name calling stuff. We don't want to have to kick anybody out. So, yeah, it's totally fine for you to be an opposing fan. That's cool.
I deserve burritos.
You deserve burritos?
Because he said they deserve the cup, and he deserves burritos.
Oh, okay.
Someone else. I like that.
Well, I don't know. Explain why you deserve burritos.
Joe Thornton deserves the cups. Deserves the cup.
See, that I'll agree with. I
still don't think he deserves it.
I think he does.
No, I think he has to earn it.
Oh, I agree. He has to earn
it,
it, but I think he does deserve. No, I'm not saying the league should just stamp his name on the cup anyway. I'm saying he does certainly. His career, he certainly has deserved to win a cup. When you look at a guy like Sean Avery, he does not deserve to win the cup. That type of player, right? I just don't think he's the type of guy that deserves it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this is a guy that is, for all intents and purposes, rewriting the milestone books like every other week, right? During the regular season, at least he was. So, I mean, to see a guy that's so high up there in games played, assists, overall points, and he's just breaking records and whatnot. Yeah, I feel like he does. He deserves to have a cup. But you're absolutely right. He has to win it, and he has to earn it, and they haven't yet for him.
They want to know what I'm drinking. It's just water, unfortunately.
Just water. No. Yeah, that's again, we are a family-friendly show, so anybody who's parents that are watching, if you want your kids to kind of get a little taste of what's going on in the NHL, because maybe it's too late for them to stay up and watch all the games, and you want to have them get like a recap or what's going on. We are absolutely family-friendly. We do our very best not to swear or say anything bad. And the one or two times that Aaron has been caught doing so, we've dubbed over it in post. We've never said anything live. Anytime, and it wasn't even
my
like
swear
a swear
words
word.
Weren't even really.
Yeah,
it's more of just to not get caught.
Yeah, not to get flagged for it or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's kind of hilarious. Block shots. They're showing a stat 32-30 in favor of San Jose. Go ahead.
Who'd you say is going to win? Score the goal. Like, who's your pick to score the goal?
Nyquist. I was going on a limb saying Nyquist.
I'm saying LeBanc. I think LeBanc's going to do it.
All right. I think you have a better chance because LeBanc is not only playing with Jumbo and a better line, but he's also going to get more minutes. Oh, God, no!
Do you think the Sedin twins deserve to win a cup?
Oh, I can't talk right now.
I almost hit my mic, sorry.
Did the Sedin twins deserve to win a cup? I don't know how many, I don't know how well they did. I know they're very good players, but I don't know how well they did in terms of, the history, in terms of the milestones, in terms of, I know they were very big for Vancouver, and they were very big for the sport, and they're phenomenal players, all-stars and everything else. But I don't know that they have the same I don't know, pedigree, I guess, as Joe Thornton had or has had.
They had a lot of points.
So, well, no, I
very
agree
good.
with that. Yeah. Not saying they weren't good or anything, but I don't know. I guess I'm not qualified to answer that question for you. You get a Vancouver fan, and I'm sure they're going to say yes. Of course they do, but
EK65 not having a good game. Yeah, he's not 100%.
You can tell he's not. He's having a rough go right now.
His greatest asset, as good as his skill is his skating, and his skating's not there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
And I would say, don't call that. Okay, good. I would say, if not the skating, his vision and passing ability, he's very much a Joe Thornton on the blue line.
Which is why he is playing.
Yeah. And, he's been very effective, even though his skating hasn't really been 100%. But at the same time, in this game, we've seen him give away the puck quite a bit, doing some of these long bomb Hail Mary passes, and they're getting picked off. So, I'd like to see a little bit smarter play out of Erik Karlsson. We talked to Doug Wilson. If you haven't seen that episode, was it 44 or 45? One of those two. Check us out on the videos there. But we talked to Doug Wilson, GM of the San Jose Sharks, and he had said, there's two ways to play the game fast, because my question was, despite Pavelski and Thornton being, not so fleet of foot out there, they're still getting it done, and they're still getting tons of points and breaking records and all this. So what makes them, so good on the ice in a league where, they're getting younger and faster? And his response was, there's many ways to play the game fast. Well, there's two ways, I guess, is what he had highlighted was one's, foot speed, and the other being between the ears. How do you think the game, being able to think the game quickly. And, oh boy, there's a little scuffle in front of the net here, and they're grabbing beards.
What's great for these scuffles, this used to be way worse than NHL. Almost every stoppage was this. Yeah. Everyone comes together.
No.
There's a newer rule in the last decade, maybe. If you watch, not even defensemen, just two people have to stay up high. So, let's say the goalie covers the puck up, and then everyone kind of comes together and scrums. Instead of it being 5-on-5, all the 5 skaters grabbing each other and pushing each other, if 2 guys in the offensive zone move in to make it 5-on-5, then the puck comes out for the next faceoff. So that's why you only see it's outnumbered. So the defensive team, there's always 5 guys, and 5-on-3, so it helps the refs break things up quicker. So there's still scrums, but it's not taking 2 minutes of time.
I did not know that.
Yeah, so you'll see sometimes it gets serious and there's kind of like a fight and everyone comes together.
Yeah.
The face-off will come out of the zone because they left. I think it's they can't go past the hash marks or something like that. I forget where the place is, but it's a certain area where they can't go in front of the goal. And it helps keep the game flow.
Yeah. Speaking of the game, there's your boy LeBanc. But speaking of the game, double overtime, 14 minutes left, still 1-1. Vegas leads the series 3-2. So we're looking for the Sharks to have a nice little bounce back here. I think they've got a little bit more life, or it seems like they have a little bit more life than the third period.
Does Reeves belong in the NHL?
Yeah.
He's got a job.
No, he does. And for everybody that's got something to say about and the enforcer role is dead, I agree that the pure enforcer role is dead, but this is the new enforcer. This is the guy who goes out there and he's a heavy body and he throws people around. He's an intimidator, if you will. And, he may not have all the skill or anywhere near the amount of skill as most of the other folks on the team, much like, Michael Haley, for instance. He's kind of that type of player where, he works hard, he chugs his feet, he's out there to hit people, he's out there to agitate. That kind of to me is the new enforcer role. It's just intimidator role, this agitator, right? So that's the.
He's more heavyweights, really.
Yeah.
Reeves is a heavyweight. I'd consider him. He's a big dude.
Sure, yeah.
But he can skate.
Yes.
I think that's the difference. Like, you see guys that were like him years ago, and they can't skate, they can't play, they can't do anything. They're just strictly there for fighting, and that's not the kind of player that Reeves is.
Yeah.
Reeves is like Haley. He can skate and he can play, but he's bigger.
Yeah.
That's like the difference between him and Haley is just the size. So Reeves is kind of there's not very many people like him left in the NHL or in the NHL that can play. Oh, my heart's just sorry. Shout out to Jamie Galvin. Hi, Jamie Galvin. Third overtime maybe. We got, there's still a lot of time left. 12 minutes left.
Yeah.
12 and a half.
Just over 12 and a half, yeah.
Oh,
no. Okay, good. Oh, my goodness.
Vegas almost scored.
Oh, what was that?
The Goons are now pests on the ice. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
they're that pest.
Yeah. There's a lot less fighting.
There used to be a lot of stage fighting in a way where you see the two heavyweights come on, they kind of go, "You want to go? Yeah, let's do it," and then kind of gets the crowd pumped up. That's kind of how it used to be.
There's some on YouTube, George LaRock, and he was one of the better fighters in the league.
The last ones too.
And he was lines up for a face-off, and I don't know who he's talking to, but he looks over and he says, "Hey, you want to go? Okay." And he looks back at the puck. And looks back at the guy and goes, "Good luck." And looks back again, just what we do. We just drop the gloves and fight for fun. Why not? I think that has less of an effect than when it's an emotional thing, when you're fighting out of emotion, when you're just kind of, staging your fight. Yeah, you feel like it might pump your guys up, but for me, it's, again, if they're agreeing to fight right before it, then there's not a whole lot of emotion that went into it. They're just saying, "Hey, let's do it,"
It's almost like wrestling in a way.
Just a side spectacle kind of thing.
I mean, they're hitting each other. Yeah. But it's not like they hate each other and they're doing it out of hate, which is, I think, more of the fighting you see in playoffs. It's because they see each other.
And they just can't stand each other.
Exactly. Yeah. You're seeing the same guys over and over and over.
And personally, I'd rather see that. If there's going to be a fight that comes out of it, I'd rather see that kind of born out of not liking each other. Even stuff like we talked about Jumbo dropping the gloves with, I forget who you said, but for me it was Getzlaff.
I thought it was Kessler in Vancouver.
Ben, when he dropped the gloves with Ben. I mean, it was right off the faceoff. They just pulled the helmets off, laid them down, rolled their sleeves up and said, "Let's do this." And that may have been agreed upon beforehand, but it was born out of a dislike for each other, right? As opposed to two guys who are just out there, to punch faces, and that's part of what they have to do in that game. And so they just ask each other if they want to fight.
Get that. Coacher Pavelski.
Throw it on, Pavs. Don't wait.
There we go. Burns. Nope.
Flower.
Nobody in front of him.
Yeah. When he sees the puck, Vegas Golden Knight fans, you know this. When Fleury sees the puck, it's not going in. You got to get into his eyes.
Here's some Sharks.
Or you got to make him go side to side.
Some Sharks former fighters: John Scott, Jody Shelley, Lee Gates, Jeff Odger, Scott Parker. Brant Myers is one that I always loved. There was a Brant Myers fight.
Brant Myers?
Yeah.
I don't remember Brant Myers.
He destroyed somebody, man. His face was just messed up. Yeah. The guy basically took 5 punches in a row square in the face. It was bad. Yeah, Brant Myers. Let's talk baseball now. We're not talking baseball.
No.
Stop talking.
Who stopped talking? Us?
Let me see the
game. We kind of have to. Otherwise, you're just going to see us staring at a screen that you can't see.
Yeah.
Stop talking.
That was a Vegas fan. Go figure.
Wait, then why? I don't understand why. I appreciate you tuning in, but I'm just curious why.
I wonder if people think that we're streaming the game.
Oh. No, we're definitely not streaming the game. You are more than welcome here, by the way.
The title is San Jose Sharks versus Vegas Golden Knights live post-game 6. Post-game.
Well, post-regulation at least.
Game, but not game.
That's right.
We could talk soccer again.
No, we're not going to. You can talk soccer. We are not talking soccer.
Who saw that Earthquakes game the other day?
Nobody, because nobody cares.
They won 4-1.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing because they were getting wrecked for a while.
They're now
right?
2-5.
There you go.
But 2 big wins.
Yeah.
4-1 and 3
How many
to nothing.
games in a season for those guys?
I want to say it's close to 40.
40.
They got plenty of time.
They got plenty of time.
They're playing through October. But it's once a week. It's not like the Sharks.
So if you were, oh boy, what was that?
Carlson got tangled up with somebody at the blue line.
Okay. If you were a fan of both hockey and soccer, then you'd be able to watch sports all the way around with no break, even if you weren't a fan of baseball, basketball, or football. So all you need to do is plug soccer in there if you enjoy that.
That dude thought we were streaming the game.
Did he?
Yeah.
Stop talking. Show me the game.
Gallant almost took a puck.
Oh, almost took a puck? That's too bad.
Yeah.
Vegas fans are probably hating on me right now. I'm sorry. We just don't like the guy.
Here's a good one. Who do you think has a better future, the Oilers or the Canucks? I think the Oilers, what's gonna happen is their window is, not that it's closing, but their window of being able to afford other players other than McDavid and Draisaitl is kind of closing. If you think about in today's world with the salary cap, you get a star player like McDavid, those first 3 years are pivotal because you have him so cheap.
Yeah.
And that's when you can surround him with really good players and make a run.
Good veteran
Which they
guys,
did about 3 years ago, whenever they played the Sharks in the first round and beat them. But that window's kind of closing, and Vancouver's the other way around, especially with, oh my gosh. Pettersson, thank you. He's going to be a big star for a long time. So they seem to have a better chance, in my opinion. They also have Demko.
Thatcher Demko.
He just got called up at the end of the season. He's kind of their future goaltender.
But Markstrom's playing pretty well, too. I think when you look at his stats, he was pretty good on the stats.
He's not a long-term solution. He's okay, but I think Demko's supposed to be like that all-star player. Oh, there's a slash on the Sharks. Are you kidding? You called a slash in the offensive zone against the Sharks?
Buddy, just take the 2 and go to the box. He's not going to change his mind.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Aaron, can I take you off camera to show you this thing?
Sure. All right.
So you're stuck with me. Just put it down. I don't need this one. I guess for the comments that are coming in, maybe. Yeah, so. Seattle Kurt Cobain's. What? Yeah, power play nights. And Jumbo's in there. He's arguing it right now. Seems like I don't think anything's going to come of this. If anything, he's arguing just to get in the refs' heads a little bit, maybe, and hopefully get a call going the other direction at some point here. But we'll see. I guess it was a slashing call. So on Barclay. So the Knights are going to go on the power play here. This is pivotal. This next 2 minutes. This is the biggest part of the game right here. So. Hopefully they come out on the better end of this one. We'll see. Take a look.
Slide off to stop the stream. Once you guys say goodbye, give it a few seconds. Sure. Hit stop there.
So many upsets. Why are there so many upsets in this year's playoffs? Ex-Blue Jackets and Avalanche. Oh, yeah, I don't know why there's so many upsets. That is really Pittsburgh would be coming out of that series. So, I don't know. It's just kind of a weird one. And then, obviously, Columbus taking out Tampa Bay. I would much rather, well, not much rather, but I would have bet money. Tampa Bay was coming out of that one. I think Aaron and I both didn't have Tampa Bay going super deep. We thought maybe they'd get bounced out, but for Columbus to take them out and the way that they did in a sweep, that was kind of unheard of, uncalled for. So
I didn't think they were going to make it. Not
is your mic back on?
Swept. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah,
there you go.
I thought they were going to lose in the next round to Boston. I thought I had Boston actually going all the way to the finals, and I was a little worried for a while because they were behind Toronto, but now they're going to Game 7.
I could care less about the brackets, to be honest, but yeah.
I like to win, Paul. I like to win.
Sure.
Last year,
you're going to win the hat?
Last year I did this bracket challenge. Yeah. We didn't have the show.
Okay.
I was 7 for 8 on the series, and I think I was 5 for 8 on the number of games.
Wow.
Like, I killed it.
Nice.
Then I had the Sharks winning, and that obviously didn't happen. So
okay, so puck dropped, and we've got the puck out of the zone. Vegas is now carrying it back across the neutral zone. There's 1:40 in the power play left.
Did you hear that?
What?
I hear people yelling. Hurdle.
Oh.
Hurdle. No way! Tomas Hurdle ends the game!
Yeah, did you hear it? People are screaming.
Oh, he just scored in overtime!
Nice. Oh,
night!
Oh, I feel better now.
I feel better now. It was quiet, and I hear people yelling outside. I'm like, what's going on? Something's going on.
Oh, my
God. Yeah, that's an Easter miracle. There you go.
Yeah. Oh, okay, I feel lightheaded.
That's amazing. That is amazing.
Trying to keep it under control.
It was a Game 7, and you know what? I said this. And Hurdle scores it. The guy who guaranteed a Game 7.
That, you know what? We should have known better.
How great is that?
We should have known better. Yeah, of course. Oh, my goodness. Hey, you know what? Again, for the Vegas fans that are in here right now, I'm sorry about the celebration. I'm not really sorry, but I'm sorry that you have to witness the celebration. However, again, your team is playing phenomenal right now. I understand it's a shorthanded goal. They're doing such an amazing job of what's that?
Joe's on his way.
Okay, cool. Of sticking in this series and making it such a tight game. I mean, this game. And it's just two teams battling right now. So really,
that's amazing.
Obviously, we're happy
for our team.
Was it really shorthanded?
It was shorthanded.
Yeah, it was shorthanded.
Pickle, right?
Yep.
It's that Pickle who threw it up the ice, straight up the middle, right to Hurdle, and he goes short, low, stick side.
You know what? If I'm a Vegas Golden Knight fan, I'm looking at Shea Theodore going, dude, put your stick in and lean on him.
Yeah. Yep. Short.
What was
right
that?
Over his pad.
That was a weak effort there by Theodore. But hey, I'll take it. Look, he just realized after he scored, oh, I won the game.
Game 7.
I love it.
I think the Sharks are gonna take it.
You know, that's kind of what we said. I think I said with Brody, whoever wins Game 6, I think is going to end up winning the series. Obviously, if Vegas wins Game 6, they win the series. But I think since the Sharks won Game 6, I think they're going to come back home. Momentum, yes, no, maybe, however you feel about that one. But we just kind of felt like the winner of this game's taking a series. So back in San Jose, it's going to be what, Tuesday?
Tuesday night.
They
haven't set a time. It'll probably be.
Yeah. Who knows?
Probably earlier. I would say 7, not 7:30.
Yeah.
Unless they really want it earlier and do like 6 o'clock.
No, I don't.
Although I guess the case, nobody's going to work on
what
Tuesday.
What time is it now? It's like 8:05. So like for the East
11.
Coast folks, it's only 11 o'clock
and
right now.
And double overtime.
They got to watch the whole game. Exactly. Yeah. So who knows? Maybe they will pull something a little early like that.
My phone's blowing up too.
Yeah.
And there goes yours.
There's mine too.
I just thought after game 5? The Sharks won Game 5. Vegas to me looked like they were a one-line team. They had the Pacioretty and Stone line, right?
Which is funny because that was supposed to be the second line, right?
But what second, first, and Gallant even said like we don't really have a first and second line.
Sure.
And in fact, I think they have more ice time than the first line. So
okay, yeah. Well, to me,
the same
it's ice
thing
time.
With the Sharks.
Yeah,
right.
To me, it's ice time. If you have the most ice time, you're the first line.
Right.
You're the guys that they're throwing out there more often than not.
Yeah. So anyway, where was I going with this? Oh, the Sharks. Vlasic comes back in Game 5, kind of helped shut down that line. Granted, the Sharks had home ice at that point, so they could do matchups a little bit better. But Vlasic, I think, is a key person. In fact, he got the game-winning assist. So, did you know Boston is 20-1 in the playoffs when Marchand scores? Yeah, that's because they're a one-line team. When he scores, the team does well. When he doesn't score, they don't score. Who always had faith in Martin Jones? We did. All season long, you can go back and look at all of our
And I'll say, no, because someone's going to go back and go, no, Paul said, here's what I said about Martin Jones. I've been saying the whole time we need to... No, what?
Your phone's going crazy.
It is. It's blowing up. I've been saying the whole time we need to play solid defensively around him, keep the shots to the outside. Let's take a look at the heat map, okay? Go on Natural Stat Trick, take a look at the heat map, and see where a lot of those shots are coming from. A lot of those shots were coming from the outside. Now, some of that may have changed because we've had 5 periods of hockey, but a lot of it was being kept to the outside. If you let him warm up, you give him shots that are from the outside, let him feel the puck, he starts getting into the game a lot more. So I feel like that is a big factor. Something else that I had said previous was my confidence in Martin Jones was shook. And that's the truth. It was. And the reason I say that is because we weren't really keeping the puck to the outside, and you can't allow so many high danger chances on Martin Jones and expect to come out of it with a win. You have to give him the opportunity to make the save. He can make a couple really big saves, and tonight he made 50-something of them, right?
Yeah.
So, and I'm sure a lot of those were down low in the crease, high danger. But the Sharks did a much better job, I think, of pushing the play to the outside and not allowing rebounds. The one time not the one time, but one of the times that there was a rebound that kicked out, it went in the net. So I just feel like that's, one of the things that they needed to do. My confidence was shook in him based on the way that they were playing. But, again, we've always said that Martin Jones is a good goalie. There's really nothing wrong with him. You just can't rely on him to make the elite saves from a non-elite goaltender.
Yep, but I always say that he does up his game.
He does up his game. Now, here's the other thing now.
He was really seeing the puck tonight.
Let's say that goal that just happened was against the Sharks. Would you call that a soft goal?
Ooh.
I would. That, to me, is a soft goal.
A little bit, yeah.
I mean, it really.
I think Fleury was a little out of position because he was so aggressive outside of his crease.
Maybe, yeah.
I think when you get out of that blue paint, you kind of peripheral vision. You don't. You kind of lose sight of
your
where
angles.
you are. Yeah. And I think that's what happened. So, looking pretty elite tonight. I think he did. I think.
Yeah. No, fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, it's not like he has flashes of brilliance, right? He really can be a phenomenal goaltender. It's just. It's that consistency that you're missing. Look at the games that we've lost.
Another game, 2 or fewer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my dad's calling me right now. Should I put him live? No, he'll swear. He'll swear. I can't do that. I can't do that. I'll just message him.
Paulie.
What the beep?
Did the refs blow the game for Vegas?
Did the refs blow the
had a
game?
power
How?
play.
They were on the
They're
power
joking,
play.
they're joking.
Okay, all right, never mind.
Because
That might have been from a Vegas fan. I don't know.
All right, I'm going to turn this feed off so that we're less distracted here.
I thought we've been doing a pretty decent job.
Sure.
Decent.
Now we'll start the show.
Okay. Hey, everyone. Welcome to the Fin Factor post-game live.
Hello.
Round 1 game. I keep saying episode. Round 1 game number 6. Sharks pull it off in overtime. Short-handed goal. Passed up by Vlasic up to Tomas Hertl breaking in.
Yep.
Really soft defensive effort, in my opinion, from not England. Who was it? Shea Theodore.
Yes.
Kind of just allowed Hertl to walk in a little bit there. He might have pushed a little bit to the outside, but he wasn't leaning on him, and he certainly didn't put his stick out enough.
Yeah.
So I think that did not help their situation whatsoever.
Yeah, he should have gone in.
Should have gone for it.
It's shorthanded, so
Yeah.
it's not like he's going to get beat. Although, because Hertl dangles so much, maybe that's what he was worried about, that he would get beat on the dangle.
Could be, yeah. Who knows? But one way or another, didn't really take the body on him. Didn't really get a stick on stick there. Most times you'll see stick on stick at least. A guy tries to take a shot and it ramps off and goes out over the glass or something. And Fleury kind of off his angle a little bit there. Now, again, I just asked you, but for the folks in the podcast who are probably picking up after that, I posed the question, do you feel... Okay, and there's Super Key Grip Joe is now in the house. So I posed the question, is that a soft goal? And for me, I think that is a soft goal. That's one Fleury's got to have.
Yeah.
So, if Shark fans are looking at this one, and that was one that goes in on Jones, it doesn't matter they made 50-something saves. That's a soft goal, and it's all Jones' fault.
Well, either way,
Right?
if Jones let it go and they lose in overtime, everyone's going to be pissed at Jones and want to trade him.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So,
Be upset with Jones, yeah.
yeah. Jones suddenly has a 906 save percentage.
How about that?
Well, I was looking at it earlier. It was 981.
Yeah, for the game, right?
Yeah.
Something ridiculous like that. And again, this is why we can look at stats and everything, but you only got to put so much weight into it because you just never know. Again, we see the defensive effort that we got tonight in terms of pushing the play to the outside. And for the most part, I think they did a really good job. And that's going to enhance the goaltender's statistics. When you let a lot of high danger chances come in, and he doesn't have, he's not an elite goaltender. He can show flashes of being elite, but he's not an elite goaltender. And you give him these opportunities to make saves that are way out of his pay grade or his ability, then yeah, he's going to have a really bad goals against average and really bad save percentage, and none of that has to do with him. It has a lot to do with us being able to move the play away from him, right? So it's good to see him making 50-something saves tonight, kind of giving the haters a little bit, a little what for.
Yeah.
I'm happy for him. I'm proud of him. So.
All right. Who do you think was the best player tonight?
Oh, Jones. It's got to be Jones. If not Jones, Vlasic. And the guys on the radio said the same thing.
All right. Someone keeps asking each position. Who's the best player tonight? Goalie, obviously Jones.
Yeah.
Defenseman.
You got to go with Vlasic.
Yeah.
It just shows you how much it really does matter playing good, solid defense.
The Sharks didn't win a game without him in the lineup.
Yep.
How about that? They had a 3-game
phenomenal
losing
stat.
streak, including the game that he got hurt in. And I think they could have won that game too.
Yeah.
Game 2.
And I think, so much emphasis was put on Burns, Carlson. These guys are controlling the play, and they are. And when Carlson's legs are not, working for him the way that he'd like, when Burns' legs are kind of turning into linguini, right? Who do you rely on? You rely on your defensive rock. And, Vlasic stepped up and not only did a phenomenal job defensively, but also, had the winning assist, right? So
Jason Hillier, $1.99. Thank you, Jason.
Hey, thanks, Jason.
Martin Jones makes 58 saves, Sharks franchise record.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Okay.
I feel like Nabokov would have had more in that triple overtime.
Someone
Dallas.
get some more stats on that one.
I
And
mean,
tell
that's
us what the lineup.
I'm
looks
not
like,
doubting
but-
you. You looked it up and I didn't.
Right, but I'm saying I'd be interested in seeing who's number 2, number 3, number 4, how
That's
much
incredible.
he beat that record by. That'd be great.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm going to let you answer. Should I go out and play some road hockey? It's not dark yet because it's only 8:15.
Road hockey, if the road is busy, no. If
you're a good skater, then yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, road hockey might not be on inlines. It might just be running around on some shoes or something. So
got
who knows? If it's getting dark, I would maybe put some reflective gear on. I don't need you getting hit, even if you're a Vegas fan. Okay, we're happy to have everybody here, but we want everybody to be safe. So go for it. Yeah, why not?
Right. Going into Game 7, what do you think the Sharks need to focus on? I think the last 2 games, they've really figured out Vegas. I think they hunkered down on defense, shut down that line for the most part. And even tonight's goal, they almost stopped it. It was just kind of a breakdown play, and that's a very playoff hockey goal in a tight game.
Seemed like they almost actually recovered from that breakdown.
Exactly.
And it still just wasn't enough.
Yeah. Are you mic'd up, Joe? Can they hear you?
I'm mic'd up, but I'm muting myself when I'm over here.
No, turn your mic on. It's fine
Oh,
because
no,
they
I'm-
need to hear you. Yeah, it's fine.
Right, I'm not going to have my mic off of mute to tell you that I'm off mute.
I don't want to pat myself on the back. It's just that I continually get opportunities to do so, and this is one of them. We've been saying the Sharks need to play good defense. Then Logan Couture, I'll quote him again. From good defense comes good offense. Lock it down, get the puck back.
The Sharks
have too many offensive weapons.
I was just going to say, they have too many offensive weapons to not do that way.
Way too many offensive weapons
Vegas
not to score a goal.
They won't be able to stop them all. Let's carry this win over into the EASHL, boys.
Yes, please. Okay, I'll plug it again. Anybody who has a PlayStation 4 and NHL 19, please search for TFF as the club abbreviation. You will find one of 3 clubs. Obviously, the one that says the Fin Factor is mine.
Yeah.
Pop on there. It's public. It's open. Bring your friend. Just start playing. I don't care what our record turns out to be. I just want to get people involved in playing and having a good time. Be patient with one another. Some players are better than others. We have some guys in there that are like level 8, level 20. I'm Prestige 1, level 25 or whatever.
Wow.
There's guys that are way higher than me.
Wow.
On.
Prestige.
Hey, it's whatever. Anyway, but I'm not any better than those other guys. So I've just been playing for a while. But yeah, I mean, feel free to pop in, just play, have fun. Again, all I really care about is getting the arena points and being able to have fun stuff going on with the arena and then changing up the team colors and jerseys and all that stuff. So
I like this comment. Jones needed to steal a game for us, and he did. I think so. I think he needed to steal a game. Tonight, the Sharks were not doing what they normally do, and
and the reason I hesitated, the reason I hesitated there is because the word needed, and when I look at the Sharks' offensive output,
I think what they mean is for himself. For Jones's,
and that's fine.
Self.
But from another angle, I would say based on the Sharks' offensive output, they only put up 1 goal, right?
Yeah.
That second goal came in a second overtime. So yeah, Jones did need to step up and steal a game, and you're absolutely right. Tonight, that's exactly what he did. He bought us enough time for the offense to kind of finally wake up and do something other than get just that 1 goal. So yeah, you're absolutely right.
I can't imagine how much pizza is being eaten in that locker room right now.
God.
Did you guys go over game stats, by the way, like shots, hits, face-offs?
No, do you have those
ahead.
stats?
I got them right in front of me. So shots,
Beautiful.
Shots, obviously you guys know, 59 shots. Yeah. Because he's made 58 saves.
Right.
How many shots do you guys think the Sharks took?
32?
29.
Oh, not even 30.
Hits.
I think the hits went way down.
I'd say 45 for the Sharks.
45 for the Sharks? What about a total?
Did you get that right?
No, I'm guessing.
No, I'm
okay, you're
asking
just confirming
for
that's
For
what he
total
said.
for the game, for both?
Yeah.
I'd say 60.
I'm going to go 25 for the Sharks and like 50.
39 for the Sharks. 80
What?
for the Kings.
Really?
I'm sorry. I just
The
hit the
Knights?
Kings so much. The
Wait,
Knights.
80 for the Knights?
That's what it's
Wow.
saying on ESPN at least.
Oh.
Well, where did they play the game?
Vegas, man.
Yeah.
So we had
I
what
didn't
it was
see
like
that many hits.
almost 90 hits, almost 90 hits. Then it
So-
was like 97 hits. Then it dropped to 55, and now we got 120.
It's funny that
up or out.
hits is a stat that the NHL keeps track of now, but they have an in-house person keeping track for both teams what counts as a hit. So it's a very arbitrary
Yeah.
definition of a hit.
It needs to be like boxing or MMA where they have 3 judges, right?
That's too much.
They have,
That's
no,
too much for one stat.
I don't care.
it's not too
if
much
you're
of
going
a-
to put the stat up,
No, what I think they need is an NHL employee counting that stat, not the in-house employee
That's
of
fair.
the team.
and it's
That's
not a
fair.
hugely important stat, right? For the most part. It's
Well,
just-
no stats are important.
It comes into play for contracts for
Sure.
players.
But yeah, okay. Apart from that, I would say no
That's-
stats are important. The only stat
That's
that
the
matters.
important part, is my point.
Sure. The only stat that matters, W. And again, Martin Jones picked up the W tonight.
Yep.
the last one here is just the face-offs, and it was actually pretty even. I think in the last game, what did the Sharks have? It was highly skewed after 3. It was almost double. It was like 30. It was like 39 to 60% or something like that.
Okay.
Now it's 44 wins Sharks, 57.
44, 56. Okay.
Yeah. So 44%, 56%.
Yeah. No, they were getting wrecked all game long. So I guess in the overtime periods, it might have caught up with Vegas.
The ice tilted a little bit. Like I was saying, I think I texted you guys earlier. It was like based on the stats after 3, the Sharks should have lost this game by a lot. Like just they were being outshot by more than double, out hit by more than double, and faceoffs was almost double. Like they had.
Yeah.
Thank you, Misfit. $10.
Oh wow!
Let's
you.
go. Game of Jones. # Happy Easter, boys. Happy Easter.
Easter
Jones
indeed.
played an amazing game. Game of Jones right here. No Game of Thrones spoilers.
Yeah.
People.
No spoilers, or you get kicked.
Turns out it's a good show. The end.
Which, by the way, actually, so it's.
We live another day. The show lives another day.
I wanted to say that too. I forgot to
My
mention
wife
it.
is going to be so thrilled. So thrilled.
Oh yes.
No, she'll be really thrilled if we get out of the first round. Then she'll be
Oh,
ecstatic.
yes. We turned around face-offs in overtime. When will it end? Because I don't want to miss the end. I'm catching up here. Just watched Game of Jones. Now it's time for Game of Thrones.
Because I have no concept of time. What is it? Tuesday or is it Wednesday? Do we have 2 days in between or just one?
One game.
I think it's Tuesday.
Today's Sunday, so it's
I think
Tuesday
it's
night.
Tuesday.
How is Jones only the third star of the game? Because they're in Vegas. They're in Vegas.
Oh.
If they're at home, he would be number
Yeah.
one.
So who was the number 1 star? Who were the 3 stars of the game?
Sorry.
I didn't look.
That's a question for the person that commented that. Can you please tell us who the 3 stars of the game? Or anybody tell us who the 3
I'll
stars
look
of
it
the
up
game
right now.
are?
You got Hurdle, Marchessault, and Jones.
Hurdle. Hurdle should be number one.
Hurdle's number 1.
No.
Hurdle's number
Jones
one.
should
He
be
scored
number
the
1. I don't care. Jones should be number 1. Hurdle should be number 2.
With a 983 save percent, I think.
Yeah.
I think they got it flipped.
Yeah, they got that wrong.
And even then, like, could sure go show him some love too. Why
Sharks fans be like, we have the best team in the NHL on paper.
Yeah, on paper, yes. I will agree with that. I
Okay.
absolutely will agree with
On
that.
February 11th, 2010, Nabokov stopped a career-high 50 shots en route to a 3-2 shootout victory against Detroit, which is also his 11th consecutive road victory, a new NHL record. That's an amazing amount of shots for a regulation game, like a regular season.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, they played 5 minutes of overtime, but still, that's a lot.
They didn't play another 20 minutes and then some of overtime. Yeah.
Almost another full 20.
Mm-hmm.
And it jumped on me, dang it.
It's a little extra hockey tonight. I get almost 2 full games.
I know. We need to stop stopping fights. Fights are the foundation and the fuel for the game. Really, though? I think it helps with the fans and gets them juiced up and whatever, but I don't know. I don't want to take out fighting.
I don't want to take out fighting.
It's changed.
Yeah, I can certainly watch a game without a fight in it.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's necessary to remove it from the game. I don't like that people want to remove it from the game. If the players don't like it, then they won't do it. If the players feel it's necessary, then you'll see a fight here and there.
Yep. Here's a great question.
Yeah.
Who is the cutest Sharks player?
Cutest.
I'm going to say Burns with those teeth, man. Just, he's like a baby smile with no teeth.
He's been on the Sharks roster, and he's probably one of the youngest guys that's on the Sharks roster. So I guess that qualifies him as cutest. I don't know. Dylan Gambrell, he's got the baby face, right? He hasn't got hit by a puck yet.
Yeah, yet.
Right?
Yet.
So he's got all his teeth. He's
be
young. I'm guessing he's got to be the cutest guy. I don't know.
Sharks may have looked tired in overtime, but now the Sharks have the momentum and the experience on how to handle a Game 7. Anthony Sanchez, longtime follower. I agree. I think, to me, I thought after winning Game 5, I said, man, the Sharks win. If they win Game 6, they're going to come back and win Game 7. I think with the experience of all the teams to do it, I think the Sharks roster would be able to do it. I think, for one, their depth, and then two, just the leadership and those guys that have been around. I mean, when you didn't have Thornton and who else was out? Vlasic in Game 4, they looked really lost and out of place, and Pavelski was just not himself.
Yeah.
So I think the Sharks know how to turn things around. They know. I mean, I said this before the playoffs. Everyone was so worried. And I was like, they're going to flip that on switch, and they're going to know what to do. I think they were coasting those last couple of weeks because they were playing not to get hurt. So I think of all the teams to do it, I think they can do it. I think they're going to play exactly like they did in the last 2 games, where they're going to shut down that one line.
Yeah.
And that's going to control Vegas, and then putting pressure on their defensemen.
Yeah.
Kind of like what Hurdle did in the for the overtime game.
Overtime
goal.
I look at what's worked for them, right, in the past couple games, and I think this is something that it's not figuring out Vegas. It's figuring out yourself, right? Figuring out your own play, like a self-discovery thing, if you will. We can light some candles in here. But, I think they finally realized, if we do lock it down in the defensive zone, it doesn't matter, that we're playing so heavy defensively. We're going to get the puck up and out. We're going to get our chances. But we need to take care of our zone first. And I think as long as they are focused on doing that against any opponent, it doesn't have to be Vegas. It could be against anyone, really. You push that play to the outside, and you let Martin Jones see and feel the easy shots. The shot that went in, Hurdle's shot, that I felt that was soft, and it went in off of.
Sorry, our phones are blown up.
I thought that was a soft goal, and yeah. I think if Martin Jones lets that one in, you go, yeah, it's kind of a softie, right? It got pushed to the outside. You need to be able to see that puck, feel that puck, and catch that puck. And we probably would be saying that was all Martin Jones' fault, but I think we've got it figured out. He's going to be able to make those saves the majority of the times. Let's keep the play at the outside, and I think if they do that, they're going to win this series. They're going to obviously win Game 7, win the series, and I think you carry that mantra through the rest of your rounds.
Did anyone lose a tooth today? I don't think so.
No, first game in the series that we won without losing a tooth, huh?
Yeah. Jones is the best player in the league, Sharks fans, after a close game. Not really.
No,
I would say he's the best player today.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think we never think that he's the best goalie by any means.
No, and we again, if you follow this at all, and maybe you haven't, and that's okay. Hey, and welcome if you're new. He's not an elite goaltender. You need to have the play to the outside more often than not. He's not going to give you consistent saves and consistent effort when the puck is in those high danger areas. But what I will say is tonight he stood on his head. He absolutely did. He looked, maybe like you want to call it overachieving for a night. Sure, maybe he did. But he had a phenomenal game tonight. Fleury had a really great game too. He just kind of let that one softie in, which is unfortunate for him and for Vegas fans.
Yeah.
But fortunate for us, obviously. So
well, to add on to that comment, it's winning kind of like so they're saying everyone forgives Jones. He's the best goalie now, and it's like winning really solves everything.
Yeah, winning cures. Winning cures all.
Because now it is a 1-game series. Games 2, 3, and 4 were terrible to watch. They were suffering, and there was lost teeth and everything. And, and where are we going? Game 7.
And fans are always like have that mentality of what have you done for me lately? Well, hey, what he did for you just tonight was he won you a game. Again, if you're only getting one goal, and it takes you 2 more periods of overtime to finally score another goal, albeit shorthanded, which is amazing in its own right. If it's taking you that much time to score a second goal, your goaltender's probably keeping you in the game, right? So
and it was not just the amount of like, oh well, he's keeping us in this game, because you were talking, we need to play defense in front of him. We need to make sure he's 59 shots.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He's standing on his head. He did a phenomenal job tonight. So again, you're not going to get that effort from him every single night, but you get it from him on the times that you do get it, and when he stands on his head, this is the result that you get when you're able to play good defense around him, and you're able to get just those couple rushes, and that's all you need.
Game 7 tickets just skyrocketed.
Skyrocketed.
Right. Your chance was Game 5, right?
Right. Game 5 was the cheapest chance.
Yeah.
Going back to the cute question, I'm the cutest Sharks player. Ha. Ryan Merkley, LeBanc is the cutest. Jones close
not
second.
A Sharks player.
Sorensen with all those waves. His lettuce is unmatched.
Lettuce, nice.
Jumbo is cute. All right, that's enough about the cuteness.
Let's not go there anymore.
Momentum is a scary thing. Sharks in 7.
If you believe in momentum, the Sharks have it right now, right?
I don't. Yeah, kind of. I don't buy the momentum thing.
Yeah.
I mean, what if they give up a goal in the first minute? All the momentum's gone, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So each game, again, this is kind of a macro view in a way, where each game is separate. I guess I don't know if that's a macro view. I guess it's more of a micro view, but each game is separate, right?
Yeah.
Like there's not that much momentum that will carry into.
It's an isolated incident, right?
And I think
it's its own thing.
I think this is what the Sharks do best because of the veteran leadership. Is each game is separate.
Yeah.
They get blown out in one game, right?
Whatever, throw it away, reset, let's go. Yeah.
Done. You come back.
Let's instead of saying momentum, let's say confidence.
Sure.
I think maybe the Sharks have confidence going into Game 7, and maybe Vegas does too. Don't get me wrong; they're professional athletes. But when you've won 3 straight and you have the opportunity to close out a series, we've seen this before.
The last game's always the hardest one, right?
Yeah.
So Jason Hilliard just wrote this. Hurdle. I don't know if this is an actual quote. I thought maybe I'll just dump it in and change. Like on his goal. Like I'm just gonna dump it in and go change. He's just shooting it.
I don't know.
I think he meant I'm gonna dump it into the net and then we'll go check
and then
showers.
he was
change,
shorthanded.
yeah,
I think he was just throwing it on net and then it was gonna turn around and change to get off the ice.
Dump it in the net and then change into your street clothes is what he meant.
No, it's not. Never mind. Forget it.
Yeah, I know. I got it.
Yeah, because Hurdle is gas. He was just throwing it on net.
That's amazing.
Would you still want Seattle to take Jones in the expansion draft, like you said a couple of days ago?
Wait. Did we say that we wanted him to get taken?
No, more like I wouldn't be surprised if he did. This is going to be a whole show that we're going to do probably in the summertime when it's dead news time. We can really play around the rosters and we'll know what everyone looks like.
Seattle comes in what, 2020?
We'll play one more full season next year and then the draft happens.
Let's pretend that Coronash breaks out and he is amazing and he becomes the backup and then he starts outplaying Jones. Then obviously I would love for them to take Jones if Coronash is going to step in and be the man, right? Right now, no, absolutely not. Jones is our guy. He's our goaltender, for better or worse. I mean, again, we're acknowledging he's not an elite goaltender in the league, but for the amount you're paying him, you're getting pretty good goaltending. Not bad. You just have to understand your game plan around him. You have to understand that you can't allow breakaways and 2-on-1s consistently and constantly. You have to protect the guy. And if you do that, $5.75 million. I mean, for a guy that's elite like Carey Price is going to get paid $10 million a year, right? Yeah. But Bobrovsky's going to be kind of in that ballpark too. You could spend that money on a goaltender, or you can adjust your game plan to one where you protect the net, you protect the house, and then you transition up the ice.
Look at Vasilevsky.
Yeah.
How did he do this
One
year?
of the best goaltenders in the world.
Candidate.
Yep. And he got smoked.
Yeah.
So
I was going to say, this happened with us when we changed from Nabokov, because Nabokov was a get out of my way, I want to see the shot goalie. Niemi was like, I play the percentages, block everything, right? Mm-hmm. And this year we went from a very more defensive kind of like block shots and then move the puck up the ice, dump it, chase, grind the boards, to more of a, we're going to do a lot of passing, a lot of finesse, and we're going to cheat up to offense. So Jones, like I've been saying this for the last couple of weeks, like I feel like we try to break out of the zone too quick, and any second that it gets just tapped back, they have numbers going in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
Jones was terrible at the beginning of the series. Pete DeBoer talks to him. He skips the post-game interviews and plays like a wall for games 5 and 6. Yeah, I think that was a little blown out of proportion when Kurz tweeted that out, that he wasn't available or they couldn't find him or something. People freaked out like he just walked out of the arena and they didn't know where he went. No, they were covering for him.
I thought it was still interesting though that you don't make yourself available.
Yeah, whatever.
I know. I just thought it was interesting. That's all.
All they're going to throw at him is what a save percentage.
No, yeah, right.
Like it's the
hey,
same.
You're playing like hot garbage. What's your comment on that?
No, exactly. It's just
my comment is get out of my face and just let me win a game.
Let him go light some candles and and just meditate.
Yeah. Hurdle is the first player to score a shorthanded game winner in a game requiring multiple overtimes.
Ever?
That's the first time it's ever happened. I think it's the most shots Jones faced since the triple overtime against the Preds. Well, he set a franchise record for the most saves, so yes. What are the keys to Game 7?
Defense. Clamp down. Do the exact same thing that's won you the last 2 games.
We'll probably see a very tight, similar game to what we just saw tonight.
Play solid defense in front of your netminder. Keep the play to the outside as best you can and as often as you can. And when it does go on the inside, hope that he comes up with a nice big save for you. Again, of those 59 total shots and the 58 saves that he had, I think maybe you could pull it up on Natural Stat Trick, take a look at the heat map, and see where those shots were coming from. And I think a lot of the shots, now you may get like a big red spot in front of the net, and that's Jones, doing a good job of clamping it down. But I think you'll see a lot of things like maybe it's green or whatever it is around the outside. So there may be less shots from specific areas around the outside, but there's a lot more spots around the outside, and those are, I think it's going to be lit up green all the way around the perimeter.
How was his rebound control tonight, by the way?
I'm sorry?
I didn't get to watch all of it. How was his rebound control?
He gave up a rebound that went in, and then he gave a couple rebounds up that, he made the save or that got cleared. But all in all, I think it was okay. I didn't really keep total tabs on the rebound control, but everything was okay. Yeah,
hard 'cause
look
it's
at
all
that.
over.
See what? No, exactly. But that's my point. Take a look at this thing. it's basically what we're looking at is they're all over the map.
Post it in the comments.
Yeah, they're all over the
I'll
map,
link it.
but it's not like see how it says like from green to red. There's green everywhere, so there's a little bit of shots coming from all over the place, and there's not even like a red area. There's like kind of like an orange area in front of the net. That means they got a couple shots in that one area.
But
for the most part,
on the left side.
for the most part, the shots are coming from outside or wide or high or whatever else. So I think they did a really good job of that. I think they just continue to do that. If you can continue to do that, you're going to win Game 7, win the series, and then you're going to take that game plan into every other place that you go in terms of the other barns or whatever round you're going to.
If San Jose wins Game 7, then we're going all the way. I don't think so. I think it's one series at a time, one game at a time.
San Jose wins Game 7, they're going to round 2.
Right, they're going to round 2, and then they got to play a hot Colorado team that just destroyed Calgary.
You know what, though?
A lot of people were scared of Calgary. They were the #1 seed in the Western Conference, and they gave Sharks a lot of trouble during the regular season when we played them.
Hey, Paul, you know who called that series?
What series?
The Colorado and Calgary.
No.
Shrewds goes, I wouldn't want. I was like, oh man, it's too bad we didn't either win out so we could go 1-8. And he goes, I wouldn't want to play the Avs. They're going to beat Calgary.
Yeah.
And
right.
Yeah.
Nice. Honestly though, with Colorado again, they're kind of that one-line team, and we've seen Vegas. They're more than a one-line team, right? And we were able to shut down that Stone line in the latter games. And that's one of the things that too is they can score 90 goals in a game. Doesn't matter. You get one win, one way or the other. So you figure them out for the next game. Who cares how many they scored when they beat you? Figure them out for the next game. And it looks like they've done that now, right? So they're able to clamp it down, shut it down. So with Colorado, figure that line out, clamp it down, shut them down. No, I know, but I'm just saying, if they're going to all entertain the question, is if we're talking about playing against Colorado, let's do the same thing.
Yeah.
Shut them down, shut that one line down. You don't have to worry about everybody else as much, and you just go from there.
Apparently confirmed for Game 7, the Sharks are going to be wearing their stealth jerseys.
It's a Tuesday game. Why would they do that?
I don't know.
Interesting.
Because they want everyone to hate the stealth jerseys when they lose.
No, I don't really hate the jersey. I think they're nice looking, but their record is not good with it.
I'm not sure if that really. Well, I mean, it may have something to do with it in terms of. Who knows? Who knows?
I don't know if Donskoy's back. Oh, sorry. Sharks fan 27, $1.99. Thank you. Will that hit by McNabb on Donskoy be looked at? I don't think so. When I first saw it live, I was kind of like, ooh, his head snapped back. It looked a little dirty, but on the replay, it looked like he dropped his shoulder straight into his chest. It's like a textbook.
Yeah.
It's a hard hit, but I think it was textbook.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately for Donskoy, I don't think he really saw him because he was kind of looking back and then came and got hit right.
That's kind of what they're saying in the comments.
So I think
he shouldn't look down.
I think his head got snapped around, but that was just whiplash more than anything else. I don't think he actually took the hit on the head. So.
Right. Okay. Sorry, I lost my place.
No, that's okay.
Jones needs to block out the noise and stick to his game. I think he's doing that. I think he's playing well. To me, when there was a save in, I think it was in overtime, the puck kind of shot across and he had his eyes on it. You could see it and he was tracking it and he hit it with his blocker. He was definitely seeing the puck tonight and was doing a much better job. I think a couple games ago he was not seeing it, kind of guessing where it was in a way. And
one of the things that they had worked on in practice, they said they were working a lot more on putting that tripod out and kind of simulating legs in front of him, so he has to kind of look through screens. And that's one of the things that they did work on the last few practices with him. So it looks like it's been paying off because we have seen quite a few goals go in where he's blind to the puck. And again, I have a hard time blaming a guy for not stopping something that he can't see. But when you're able to do drills that kind of help you in terms of tracking where the puck even can go. If it's going to come this direction, it's got to hit a leg, so it's probably going to ricochet off. Otherwise, you would need to scoot over a little bit because the puck has a line of sight going this way, but not that way, right? So, there are things that they worked on. Obviously, it's been working out, so I'm sure that they'll continue to do that.
Apparently confirmed also is Game 7 is at 7 p.m. Start. Tampa Bay Lightning, Calgary Flames out. Shows that the regular season doesn't mean that much at all. Regular season doesn't mean that much at all. I
100% agree.
That's what we were talking about. When the Sharks are on that kind of a losing streak at the end of the season, it really doesn't matter because the new season starts and everything's thrown out the window. Stats included. Yeah. Stats included. Jones's save percentage.
981 something tonight?
Yeah. Right?
But you know what? Conversely, that stat gets thrown out the window for Game 7.
Yeah.
That's not going to carry over, right?
There was just a great comment in here. Where did it go? Sorry, it was about Jones saying, Jones shut all the credits up, including myself.
That's fair.
I was hanging on the line there going,
Game
this
6.
is going to happen.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. He's going to come around. And he did, thankfully.
At least for Game 6. Yeah, absolutely.
I would've looked like
He
an
certainly
idiot.
has. Yeah.
Mike Smith was the only one who showed up for the Flames. The rest of the Flames left him hanging.
You know, that's an interesting situation because, like you said, you have that goalie controversy. You don't know who to put in net.
If you play Smith and he starts losing, do you switch it up and go to Riddick?
Seems like they didn't.
They didn't. He was playing well. They just couldn't score. They couldn't keep it out. So
Let me ask you guys this: should Dell have started Game 5?
I still said, yeah, Dell should have started Game 5, and I'm glad that they didn't because, again, I got proved wrong there.
Because the same thing would have happened. Who do you start?
Yeah.
You stay with Dell if he wins, and then they lose.
Well, because when you look at it didn't look like Martin Jones had any confidence left.
Yeah.
I still put a lot of the blame on the defense, but it just didn't look like he had any confidence.
Yeah.
So that's where I was saying, okay, fine, Game 5, start Dell. Now, prior to that, Game 4, I was saying if you're going to start Dell, it doesn't make sense to do it in Game 5. It makes sense to do it in Game 4. Why? If you lose Game 4, you can go back to Jones.
Right.
You don't really want to start your backup in Game 5 with the whole series on the line. But looking at how his confidence looks so shook, I just kind of felt like maybe they had a better opportunity with Dell in it. I'm glad I was wrong on that. I'm glad they started Jones, and I'm glad he's got his confidence up and rolling. And again, we talked about the difference between momentum and confidence, right? So maybe they're not going in with momentum, but you can bet you're behind that. They've got confidence going into Game 7.
Right.
Yeah,
we're big Sharks fans. Obviously, a lot of our friends know that, and so our phones are just blowing up when.
Well, so this is my brother Matt. Matt, if you happen to be watching this or checking the replay of this, which we're going for like 3 hours now.
Yeah.
He says, I told Dante, that's his son, after regulation that Hurdle would score the game winner. I just felt it.
It's good.
Yeah.
You should have been commenting on the show.
Real quick, MS, I give that Sharks performance a gallant thumbs up.
Oh, that's good. I like that. All the Bobrovsky talk suddenly cooled down now after this night.
How about that?
Yep. Illuminato. Also, I'm here now. Hello, Illuminato. Long time.
Also, I'm here now. Oh, he's arrived. Good.
At the same time, where was this Jones the whole season? We don't think it was just Jones. That's the thing.
See,
part of it, yes. I'm not saying Jones played great this season. He didn't. But he was hung out to dry too much by the defense. They didn't look at how they played tonight, how the defense played tonight, clamping down and limiting chances. They didn't have really any shots in front of the goal in the slot area, and there was all perimeter shots.
Team defense does make a gigantic difference. Again, look at the Tampa Bay series. Vasilevsky is an elite goaltender in this league, and he got torched. I mean, that's what it comes down to. They didn't play very well in front of him.
Yeah.
So a lot of it does have to do with the defense, and it's something that we've been saying kind of the whole time. Now, again, I'll say it again. Jones is not an elite goaltender. He's not going to give you a consistent performance every single night. He might give you a really elite performance like he did tonight, but you're not going to get that every night out of the guy.
Right.
So that's the difference, I think, in my opinion, between an elite goaltender and a non-elite goaltender. You're going to get an amazing performance all the time, every time, out of an elite goaltender. And the ones that are more like Martin Jones, you kind of need to help him out. And by doing that, the way to do that, rather, is by playing solid defensively in front of him, keeping the shots to the outside.
We've talked about this in other shows. Like, there's different strategies for goalies and spending your money in the salary cap era. One of them is getting a Jones-like goalie who's a good goalie, but he's not going to be the best. He's never going to win the Vezina. But you fill your defense with good defensive players. Sharks just happen to have Carlson and Burns.
Yeah.
Vlasic is more of a
Vlasic,
defensive defenseman, but those two are more offense.
Right.
But they spent more money on their blue line than they did on their goalie.
Right.
So there's a couple ways to do it, and the Sharks are just doing it this way. Is Hurdle our next captain? No. Couture. Hurdle is not really.
Captain
I don't see him as a
material.
leader type player. Not to say he's not a good player, and he might be vocal, but I have a feeling he's not as vocal as the other guys in the room.
Yeah.
Partially because he doesn't speak English as well as everyone else does. Not to knock on him, but his personality doesn't seem like the kind of guy that's the leader like that.
Guys, we're down 3-1. We have 1 period to go. The fun must be always.
Let's not confuse being a great player with being a great leader. Okay, they are two very different things. Hurdle, I don't know that he has the leadership qualities, and there's nothing wrong with that. You can be a phenomenal player and be relied on game in and game out to do the things that he does and not have to be the voice in the locker room that leads people, that inspires people, that gets on them about, bad play or whatever else. Pavelski is that type of guy. Jumbo is that type of guy. Bernsey is that type of guy. Couture. Yeah. So I think there's a difference in being a captain, and that doesn't necessarily mean that you are the best player on the team, right? It's your leadership qualities. And a lot of times that's voted on by the players of who needs to wear the C. Yeah. But I can definitely see, and I don't know if this is even a thing, but I could definitely see a guy that's like a third line guy. If he's the guy that's you're probably going to see turnover with the third liner, which is probably why you don't see many of them as the captain. But I could see a guy who's just respected in the locker room getting the C regardless of what position he is or regardless of how many points he has.
Just not a goalie.
Yeah.
Because you can't.
You can't, yeah. It used to be Luongo was a captain, I believe. Yeah. But they said you can't do that anymore, whatever. Anyway, I just don't want you to confuse being a good player with being a good leader. And there doesn't mean that you're any less that you can't be a good leader. It certainly doesn't.
Kyle Evans. Just a little shout out. As fan here. Hope we can face you guys in the second round of the playoffs.
That would be great.
So do we.
Yeah.
Defense helped Jones become his elite self tonight. It's kind of what we've been saying. Boop, 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 and it jumped again. A double overtime game, and Joachim Ryan played 7 minutes and 12 seconds. I don't think he got a I know he didn't get a shift in overtime. I don't think he had a shift even in the third period. I think the reason he's in the lineup is if the Sharks start blowing out Vegas, which they could have in this game. I mean, not that they could have, but let's say the Sharks blew them out and it was a 5-1 lead or something, right? Mm-hmm. Now you're going to start resting Carlson and Burns a little bit more. You're not going to give them as much ice time so that their legs are fresh for the next game.
And here's where that doesn't make sense to me. Ryan plays opposite Carlson and Burns.
Okay, I'm sorry. Well,
I would have, if that's the case, I would have had
But then Braun and Ryan, my point is Braun and Ryan would get more minutes as a pairing.
Yeah.
Not that he would be replacing those guys, but that pairing would get more minutes, I think.
That's fair. Yeah.
That's why he was in the lineup.
I like that.
Essentially. Mm-hmm. Or if someone gets hurt and they need somebody.
And to be fair, from what I saw of Braun and Ryan together, if you're going to play Ryan, Braun's the right guy to play him with. Yeah. I've been okay with that pairing.
I also want to mention that the Avs are rested while the Sharks are still slugging it out with the Knights. I hope the Sharks aren't more beaten up. I don't think that's a big deal. I think you see teams that rest up and they have like 4 or 5 days of rest and they come out flat because they're practicing and they're not playing games. And then the Sharks or the other team would come in and be ready to go because they're still in game shape.
They're still in groove.
Game speed. It's the game speed that's really changed. So I don't think it's that big of a deal. It helps for being banged up and you get to clear that up, but I don't think it's as big of a deal as it's made out to be.
Yeah, I think if we go to Game 7, if let's say the Sharks win Game 7 on Tuesday, if the next series doesn't start till like Friday, maybe, that's still a fair amount of days for the Sharks to kind of take a breath, get their legs back underneath them, and then like you said, it can be great to get a lot of rest, but it can also be kind of harmful in that you don't have your head in it quite as much because you've had so much time off. So, I mean, it could be a blessing, could be a curse. Only way to find out is, after Tuesday, and then hopefully we make it past that in the second round. And whoever said we'd love to play you guys, we'd love to play you guys too. I don't really care who we play. I just want to see, more hockey. So
yeah, you got a nice shoe comment.
Thank you.
From Illuminato. Sorry. Nice shoes, Paul.
DC.
And they're talking about next season, and let's not bring up the Avs and can our chickens before they hatch.
Oh no. If he wants to talk about, ask about it, and I'm willing to entertain the question.
All right, we'll do another roll call. Where are you watching from?
Oh boy.
And how'd you find us? How'd you find the feed?
Yeah.
Whatever.
And put SJS or VGK or COL or whatever it is if you're on one team or the other.
Yeah, we're at 105 right now.
How long do you want to go for?
Oh, I don't know. We've been going for a very long time.
We'll go another 15. Yeah, another 15, 20 minutes or so.
Yeah.
I just want to know.
Right.
Okay.
Do you think we're in...
Stay on the shot, right?
Yeah. Super producer Jason had to fly out of town during the middle of shooting this.
Yeah.
So he's out for work.
He kicked the stream off, and then Super Key Grip Joe is trying to get a promotion.
So Joe will be running the show for Game 7 now because Jason will be gone. So he got a big promotion.
That's right. He's not going to be here to kick it off. Nope. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Tune in for Game 7. It's going to be a calamity.
Tune in for Game 7. We might be here.
Do you think we're in Fleury's head a bit? And then I'll get into where everyone's watching from.
Are you asking me, or are you just
that was a question?
Okay,
do you guys think we're in Fleury's head a bit? I think I think Fleury had an amazing year last year. I think he's a great goalie. I'm not saying he's not. I think he had a lot of puck luck last year, more so than he's getting this year.
I think with only 2 goals being scored, you can't call him a worry in his head. No, it's like only 30 shots-ish and 2 goals. No. If you're putting up like 15 shots and you got 6 goals, yeah, he's got nothing on you. But this was a very tight game.
You also thought that goal was a soft goal.
I thought it was a soft goal. Does that mean that we're in his head? No. It's for Marc-Andre Fleury, that's the save that he would normally make. I'm surprised that he didn't, to be honest with you. But are we in his head? Maybe just a little bit. And the only reason I say maybe just a little bit is because they were up 3-1, and all of a sudden the series is tied. And some of that has to do with their inability to put the puck in the net all of a sudden, right? So maybe that's, again, we talk about confidence. Mm-hmm. Maybe there's a little lack of confidence in what his guys in front of him are starting to do now. Maybe he feels like, okay, now I need to step up a little bit more. Gosh, why didn't I make that soft save? If I did, we have enough firepower to go out there and score a second goal. So maybe this one's on me, right?
You guys realize this is going to be Vegas' first ever Game 7.
Really?
Someone did bring that up earlier.
They've never...
6.
This is their first elimination game.
Yeah.
Sweep 6-5.
Second.
And they lost in
Stanley Cup Finals. They got eliminated.
Yeah.
Oh, true.
5, I think.
It was a sweep in the 6th, then 5, and then in the finals they went 5, right?
5.
So yeah, this is their first Game 7.
So I think more than just Fleury's head, I think the whole team, minus the new guys, a lot of these guys haven't been in this position before, where they're up 3-1 in a series, and then, oh my gosh, we're going to a Game 7.
Yeah.
That's probably in the back of their minds a little bit of, wow, we can blow this.
I feel like some of the guys on the roster have probably been in that situation with their own respective teams prior to, but as a group, yeah, maybe.
You know what? The Vegas fans haven't been in this position. So this is fantastic.
Well, I mean, depends if they were fans of some other team beforehand and then they live in Vegas, but yeah.
All right,
still.
roll call. Here we go. Milwaukee, Wisconsin, San Francisco, Vegas. Illuminato is still, ... in Sacramento.
Still.
And it just jumped. Melbourne, Australia.
Nice.
Plover, Wisconsin.
Hey! Plover.
Oh,
Joe Pavelski,
Joe.
yeah.
Edmonton, Alberta. Watching from Arizona, Sharks for
That
life.
might be John Paul, actually.
I found you guys when news of the EK65 coming to the Sharks came out, originally from San Jose. Vallejo, California, again. Dallas, with Riley, of course, and Vallejo. Gilroy, Sacramento. Watching from Goodyear, Arizona. Watching from the west side, San Jose. Sharks fan for life. SJ, San Jose.
San Jose.
Okay. San Francisco, I've been here since this is the best Shark show. Thank you, Stevenson E.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
No, that's London.
Sorry, there's a tweet that says, "This is amazing.
Edmonton.
Everything is awesome."
That's what I wrote.
Oh, is it you?
Yeah,
Okay, all right.
I wrote that on our feed. Watching in Edmonton, Alberta. Yeah. All right, congrats on the Blues knocking out the Jets and moving onward. Sweden, found you guys on the Sharks Reddit. Excellent.
Oh, excellent.
We also have our own Reddit, and I'm going to be posting in there. I won't be posting in the Sharks Reddit. If you guys want to cross-post it or cross-share it, I forget what it's called, feel free to do that because I'm going to stop since I don't want to spam the heck out of it and get kicked out. So, Morristown, New Jersey, Vallejo, Gothenburg, Sweden, Salinas, California, Tehran, Iran. Wow, Navy 47. Thank you for your service. I'm assuming you're in the Navy. Alameda, California, Hong Kong, Champaign, Illinois, San Jose East Side. I found you guys on a card from Pure Hockey.
Hey, it worked.
Yeah.
I put some cards
How
out
about
at Pure
that?
Hockey, and they're very gracious guys. Hold on, before you go further, I got to shout out Pure Hockey folks because I've been into other establishments where I was like, hey, we're a podcast and a web series, and here's our cards. Is it okay? We laid it out. Oh, well, no, we have to pay for the sponsorship to be in. I'm like, oh, okay, never mind, because we're poor. So, and that's why we appreciate all of your donations and contributions through the super chat and by buying our stuff.
Right.
But yeah, I went into Pure, and Pure was like, "Oh yeah, cool. Here, we'll get you a little stand," and they put them up, and all that. So yeah, they're very kind with allowing us to kind of be out there, and
It pays off.
yeah, it did. It was
That's
great.
awesome. Now, where was I? I'm back from playing some road hockey. Cool.
That was quick.
Folsom, California, London, Ontario. What up near Vancouver, Fairfield, California. Watching live from my mom's basement. Nice. That's great.
I don't mean to laugh. I'm sorry.
I'm so glad we have a happy group tonight. Sharks from Salem, Oregon. We are happy as well.
Yes.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Repping from LA, man. I'm sorry.
Well, no. If you're a Sharks fan from LA, then.
Well, yeah. I'm just sorry you're surrounded by a bunch of.
No, fair.
Well, they're not even watching hockey right now, anyway. Calgary, Santa Ana, California. Related YouTube search. Livermore checking in. Wexford Town. Oh, it's Tony Cabral. What's up, Tony? An astounding show for a Sharks fan. Love it. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I shop at Pure Hockey, going nowhere else. All right.
Yeah, that's the only place I ever go, really, is Pure Hockey. Although, if you've followed at all, I'm kind of hanging the skates up now. So I don't think I'll be playing much anymore, unfortunately.
You're retiring all around.
I'm just retiring, buddy.
Jeez.
Yeah, I know. So,
Hanging
but
the skates up
I'm
for
got
credentials.
the inlines from my son. He's playing inline now, so I'm thinking about kind of
Coaching?
I'm thinking about rekindling the inline flame. We'll see how that goes, but there's a lot less gear, that's for sure.
Yeah, true.
So I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Otherwise, if I do happen to jump back into the ice hockey scene, I'll probably do it at a much lower level and just kind of relax.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm the type of player where I'm super chill, and like I had somebody had the puck in our zone. They're down in the corner, and I'm playing defense, and I poke checked it, and he lost the puck, and he was looking at me, and he's trying to figure out where the puck was, and I saw it behind him. I literally just said, "Puck's behind you," and he turned around, grabbed the puck, and then I continued to play defense. I'm super chill, And
That's how I am in soccer.
after I got the puck away from him and then passed it up, he started laughing. I was, "That was so cool, dude." So yeah, I'm just whatever. I don't mind kind of helping people learn the game, even if they're on the other team. It's okay. So
I'm the same way in soccer. I've already been there, done that, right? So I don't really. I play to not get hurt. And
glory days are over, bud.
Glory days are way. There's a lot of people that play where their glory days are today. Like, come on, man. You know what we win when we win a championship? A T-shirt.
Nice.
I came all this way and won a T-shirt.
We get a pint glass, which I've never gotten. So
Really?
Yeah, never won.
One for the whole team?
No, not one for the whole team. That's ridiculous.
The cup?
Yeah,
Here's the pint glass cup.
Everybody get a sip.
You guys
Yeah.
are literally playing for the cup.
Yeah.
There you go.
We used to get a soccer ball. One.
Actually, I take
for
that
the
back.
team.
We did win one championship like way back many years ago, and we got sandals. That was our winning prize. Was sandals. So pretty weak.
Someone plays Wednesday night at the Plex. That's where you'd be
Oh,
playing.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
where you'd be playing.
Nice. Is that Mark?
That is FGFS.
I don't know.
Yeah, anyway, great show tonight. NHL does not
Thank
have
you.
exposure in Australia. I've been following the Sharks since I was a kid in the 90s. They gave me goosebumps today. Could be the year. Could be the year.
I say that every year, and it's because I believe it every year. And because, no, seriously, when you look at the rosters, there's a good long stretch, except for the year that we missed the playoffs, but there's a good long stretch where I'm looking at the roster going, man, this is the best roster we've ever had. And the next season, man, this roster is even better than last season.
Yep.
And then the next season, I'm saying the exact same thing. And the only time I was like, it looks like we took a step back was the season that we missed the playoffs.
Yeah.
But then again, after that, it's like Doug Wilson just comes up with another solid roster and another solid roster. And then this season, my goodness, like someone had just said, Sharks fans be like, but it's like, yeah, it's the best roster we've ever had, at least on paper.
I want to tell him, when we were going to go meet Doug Wilson, I had this great idea that I wanted to just do the whole Wayne's World, like, we're not worthy in front of him. I thought it would have been hilarious.
No, it would have been not
And then
hilarious.
he just goes, kiss 3.
No. No.
Anyway, someone wants to know if you've heard of, or if you're talking about Rollin' Ice. That's where you started.
I started at Rollin' Ice over at the Santa Clara County Fairgrounds, Big Blue Arch. And that was with Dave Maley. It was, 96, 97 when we started the hockey clubs. And we went into the other high schools, got the clubs together, and we went to Dave Maley and said, can you please make us a league? He said, sure. So from there, we went through those 4 years, graduated. Then I think the year after that, they actually made it a sanctioned sport, which means, insurance and everything through the school. Now I go and take a look, and they've got some roller hockey teams still as well. I see them over there. Bellarmine comes out and practices now and then over at Silver Creek Sportsplex. But I also see sometimes when I'm over there at the Solar for America Ice, Bellarmine's team is out there playing as well. So it's like we kind of spawned not just the kind of like hockey, amongst kids in this area, not just roller, but we were able to kind of turn that into, the whole ice experience. And it's just been awesome seeing like how far it's actually grown from where we were just wanted to get some clubs together and play.
Didn't we hear that Solar for Ice has the largest adult hockey league, right? In the state or in the
nation,
country?
I think, yeah.
The whole country.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
That's
and
crazy.
Actually, the funny thing is they're planning on expanding. I don't know if you've noticed.
You sent the thing.
Yeah. They're planning on expanding it. They're going to add some more rinks, and one of those rinks is going to be one that the Barracuda can actually play in.
It's going to be a stadium.
Yeah, full-on stadium. Yeah. Which would be interesting because right now they make use of the concourse at SAP for stuff like the kids zone, right? They have all kinds of fun stuff for kids and all that. So some of that stuff's going to have to change, I'm guessing, but it'll be nice. They'll have their own ice. You won't have 1 p.m. games followed up by 7 p.m. games of horrible ice anymore. So when that comes along, it'll be good for everybody.
Yeah. Back when I was in elementary school, the Sharks had a program called Sharks and Parks.
Yes, they did. I'm not sure about the details of that one. I know right now they have Little Sharks, and that's for kids, you pay $150. You get full gear, head to toe, literally head to toe full gear. And it's $150, and you go out there, and they give you 6 lessons with some really qualified folks. And sometimes it's Scott Hannon or Mike Smith or one of those types of guys that is out there too.
That shorty should be called the Guarantee. I like that. I like that.
He didn't actually guarantee it though, but
that's the way they took it. Though.
Yeah.
That's again why nobody says anything in the press.
Yeah.
Because then the press turns around and makes it, he guaranteed a Game 7. Like.
So we're looking forward to coming back here for Game 7. That's all he said. He didn't say I guarantee we're going to win Game 6. He's just but whatever.
Right.
Anyway.
Real quick, I'm just going to plug our merch. I'm going to post the link because we are doing 10% off on all of our gear.
Use the coupon code playoff mode, no space.
You'll see it at the top when you go to the website. It'll pop up on the top.
And that'll give you 10% off of your entire order. We have hats. We have
shirts.
Gray, teal, black shirts, black deep V cut for women, stickers, as well as the hats. And the hats are phenomenal. They are really thick stitching. I don't have one with me.
There was one around here.
That's okay. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But
there it is.
This is
around the corner.
This is Joe's. You're not allowed to buy this one.
Right.
For good reason.
Is that mine?
No.
I don't know where I went. Hey, real quick, I do want to bring up, speaking of gear.
Yeah.
The Sharks are playing quite well since that hockey stick behind you was signed.
I think that is a good point, and I will bring this up for anybody who hasn't seen this yet.
Paul single-handedly gave Jones the confidence to win these games.
I don't want to say it out loud. I'm glad that you did. There you go. So it's signed by Martin Jones right at the bottom there. So this stick I had actually found after a practice because he was using it in a practice and then decided that it was too broken for him to use anymore. So he actually threw it, and I will tell the rest of the story. But he threw it all over the boards, and he grabbed another stick and then finished up practice and noticed that the stick was still there. So the other part of the story that I'll tell, like I said, is that it was in the trash. And I didn't want to say that when I first got it on set because, of course, he wasn't playing too well and people were going to make trash jokes. Right. And I was going to also wipe off a lot of the puck marks to make it look nice, but then I didn't want people saying, see, it can't stop any pucks. So, but yeah, since then, like I said, I went and I brought his stick to him. I asked him for his signature for a guy that was kind of not playing so well and maybe his confidence was down a little bit. And ever since then, it's he's been playing pretty well. So I feel like, I did my part.
Bravo, sir. Well done.
Sarcasm, of course.
Right.
How loud is it going to be Game 7 on Tuesday?
It's going to be crazy.
Ridiculous.
If the Sharks can weather the storm, all right, let's talk keys for the next game. Do what they did in the last 2 games. Weather the storm. Don't let the Vegas Knights get on the board in the first 5 minutes because that will zap all of the atmosphere away, and you're playing from behind, obviously. I think the key is to get on the board first. That really throws Vegas off their game, and they seem a little discombobulated, if that's
a good word. No, it's a good word.
They're a little bit off their game, and they have a harder time, I feel like, fighting to get back into the game than the Sharks do when they're behind.
I believe the stat was whoever scored the first goal in this series so far has won the game. That's not a guarantee, like hurdles, non-guarantee. But it certainly does help, and it surely does show you how much it does matter to get out in front and play with confidence, right? So, I mean, again, for me, the keys to the game are going to be like you said, do what they did the last couple games, which is win. But no, do what they did the last couple games, which is keep those shots to the outside as best you can, protect that goaltender as best you can, let him feel those shots out wide, get into the game, get a feel for the puck, and then hopefully once the chances come in on the inside there, he's able to stop him because he's all warmed up. You don't want to challenge Martin Jones' ability to stop the puck too often. By giving up a lot of high danger chances. You're going to want to make sure that you're protecting your house. From good defense comes good offense. Logan Couture said it many times, or I've said it many times, and Logan Couture said it before I did, so he's smarter than me. But yeah, definitely that for me is the biggest key. Don't worry about offense. Offense will come. You have too many offensive weapons on your team to not score goals, so focus heavily on the defensive side of the puck. Make sure that you're getting possession back in the defensive zone before it becomes a high danger problem in your zone.
I think they need to play conservative. Sweep out those pucks, put them in the corners, get them away from front of the net. Don't give up those rebounds, and I think the Sharks are just going to have a better chance. You shut down that one line of Vegas. I don't think their other line is going to be able to support them.
Stay real disciplined too, because there was only 5 penalties between both teams tonight, and because
I don't think the refs are going to call anything that they don't have to.
Well, they already are.
Probably part of the reason why there were only 5 penalties tonight.
Right,
Yeah.
that's what I think.
Yeah.
Game 7 especially, it's going to be delay of game. Don't shoot the puck over the glass.
Over glass, yeah.
And keep your sticks low. Don't hit anyone in the face.
No high sticking, and as long as your slash doesn't break his stick, you're probably getting away with it.
Yep.
Fair enough. Unless you're Barclay Goodrow.
There's
right?
what three shorthanded goals this series though so far now.
2 for them, 1 for us.
It's amazing.
Or do we have?
No, we have
2.
1, I think.
No, yeah, 2 for them, 1 for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, again, really just a great night of hockey. Nail biting, especially when I couldn't watch the game when I was sitting in studio just listening to Dan Rusnowski. His call makes my heart want to explode.
Yeah.
Like,
He's very good
literally.
at what he does.
Yeah, he's good. Can take the puck outside. It's a save! And it's like, dude, can you not get excited about every single thing that happens? You're killing me right now, man.
That was his call for the goal. He was like, "Oh, Burns tries to clear, but doesn't get it out. Oh, this is trouble."
Yeah.
Plastic up the center and goal. Like it was just. I had just gotten into the car and I'm like, "Oh no, they're on the penalty kill. Are you serious?
Yeah.
I got to get into the car and listen to this." And,
Yeah.
they won. Well, that's exciting. Like,
Yeah, no, dude, seriously, heart palpitations. I was doing pretty poorly in here by myself. With just the radio. So.
What a game, what a night. Great show. I'll definitely go back and watch you guys' reactions to Hurdle's goal. Yeah. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
and find Donskoy's hit. You guys saw that and you were like, "Oh,
yeah. I think maybe we'll portion those 2 things out.
Yeah, maybe we'll do that.
We'll put a little clip together.
Yeah.
Maybe on Instagram. Or
We
something.
should be able to get clips through Sharks Now, right? So maybe we'll get those clips and then we'll do like a picture-in-picture us and the play that happened.
You guys
so
know
can-
Jason.
We don't have video.
Oh,
from
we
the
don't.
game.
Oh,
No, we have
okay.
radio.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
we
maybe.
can have Rusanowski's call and us reacting to it.
Sure, sounds good.
All right. Anything else?
We good? No. Okay.
So we are going to come live again after the next game. We'll be set for 10 o'clock. So the game's at 7. We'll go live at 10, regardless if they go to overtime like tonight, and then we will watch the game and watch with you at the same time. So 10 o'clock on Tuesday night is when we will be back.
Yep.
Anything else?
And you'll see that we'll put it out on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook.
Yep.
Which, by the way, Twitter and Facebook is at the Fin Factor. Instagram is at Fin Factor, and you can find us on Reddit by /
Reddit
the Fin Factor.
is the subreddit of the Fin Factor.
Right.
Yep.
Okay. Good. So for Super Key Grip Joe, thanks for helping us out there, buddy.
Yes.
Big help.
It's not a problem. We'll see how Game 7 goes.
This is definitely our longest show that we've ever done.
Yeah.
So thank you for tuning in. And for those that have been here the whole time, thanks.
Yeah.
I need to get up and walk around. Man, it's like tax season all over again.
Maybe next time we'll do this with treadmills. We'll see. Anyway, again, for Super Key Grip Joe, I am Paul.
I'm Aaron.
And this was the Fin Factor. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you guys
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Bye-bye.
Go Sharks.